going.
Hey, Marco, you ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever?
Actually, I'd like to take a minute, Pete. So we've been doing this more often than not this year, which is unfortunate. On Monday, two people that the show may be familiar with passed away. One, if you're a long-time TAC member, my aunt, the one that carries razor blades and will go to like shady bathrooms with 70 or when she's 80 years old and on road trips to Philly for some reason.
It gotta be Philly.
Well, that's where she stopped with my mom. So for people that missed the story, I have an aunt who was around when the Soviet Red Army came in and started to form the bloc, and she was 6 years old and told one of the people to get out of her town, and they decided to take the butt of an AK and slam it into her leg, a 6-year-old girl's leg, and it broke it and never healed properly. That same woman decided to go on a trip to see Tina Turner, but not in Detroit. She decided to take a road trip with my mom and my other aunt. And I think my mom was the youngest person at that time. She was 70, and my other aunts were close to 80. And they decided not even to stop at a McDonald's or something because old women have to go to the bathroom. They decided to stay on a not so savory part of town. And then people were making comments. Like the people standing at the party store outside were making comments to my aunt, and my aunt made some nice, funny comments back. So, unfortunately, she passed away. It sucks. But also, too, that was early in the morning. And then later on, somebody that me and Dub know very well. One of our friends, I would say, of mine at least, and a promoter. I did his shows. He'd do 4 shows over here, medium-sized shows in Michigan. Really good guy, teacher, honest dude. Mike DeSantis passed away. I don't know how they're not. I mean, they haven't really told everybody that, but they had. It's really unfortunate because Mike was putting on the show. He's having Eastman here next weekend, and that was like the show that he really wanted to have.
25th anniversary,
because it was the 25th anniversary of him having Eastman out here, and he just randomly passed away Monday evening. So. That sucks, but yeah, I'm ready to do the show, Pete. Ready to do the show.
All right. We're going to soldier on.
Maybe we'll talk about some other time because I don't really feel like talking much about Mike today. I think we need some time still a little bit to deal with it. But, there recently you've probably heard us talk about it, and a lot of the good guys in the cornerstones, at least out here in the Midwest, have been passing away, and some of them too young. Roger last year, you guys heard about that. He had passed away, and now Mike. And with that being said, they're just I was talking to somebody the other day about it, and just these like cornerstone guys, good guys that I don't think are easily replaceable. In this industry are passing away, and I don't want to talk about it, so we won't. But like, we have to figure out what we're going to do with this eventually, because we can't keep losing good guys like that because we definitely aren't replacing them. So we'll talk about some other time, though.
You never know. Maybe
right, Dub. I'm sorry, Dub. Did you have any? I should have asked you. Do you have anything else to say?
No, we can talk about it some other time. It's just I can only agree your sentiments. Yeah, it was a really good guy. First show I did when I moved back home, and I've been doing the show ever since. And it was a really good.
Yeah,
it's
and I mean, he's not that far off. Like, there's the old timers, then there's like the guys that are really old, and then there's that group, and then there's our group. So it's like they are like our big brothers. So like in this thing. So it's like, I mean, they're not that much older than us either. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. So, all right, GTK Comics, thumbs up high. Happy Tack Day, nerds! Thank you, Tommy Longbox. There we go. Cheers, cheers. Yep, this one too. Sorry. There we go. Thumbs up. Did anyone read? I did. Bug Wars. I did, Ed. Actually,
not yet.
Hey, way to pull a dom, buddy. We've got it later in the show. We have a segment here, Ed. Way to dom it up. I enjoyed it. Okay.
How did I dom it
up?
Not
a bad first book. No, Ed. Ed's doming it up.
Ed's like doming me.
No, Ed. All right, Jeffrey. What's up, Rennavision? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you, Jeffrey. Happy Wednesday. Matthew, hey guys, let's have a great show. Absolutely. We always try to put one on. Evening, gentlemen. Condolences. Thank you very much, Joe. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Peach shirt reminds me. I have a piece of Japanese Zero plate. Oh, nice. My wife's grandfather gave it to me. Okay. He was stationed in New Guinea. Yes, they shot the Zero down with really. There you go.
Wow.
Awesome. Good job.
You know where I got this shirt? We were talking about this a little, like maybe a couple weeks ago. The wife and I were watching James May, Our Man in Japan, like he's doing that travel show of James May in Japan. The dude who was with him was wearing this shirt, and I liked it, so I started Googling it, and I was looking it up everywhere. And I found it on Redbubble.
What was it? What's the show called?
What's the show? Yeah, what is the show?
James May, the one of the Top Gear guys, Grand Tour, British guy,
right.
Older British guy, and it was called Our Man in Japan. It was like an old British guy taking a trip through Japan, like doing all the stuff. Like,
I might watch it. I'm going in like a month.
Yeah.
So
it's a fun show if you like that kind of
cool.
Saw a dude wearing a shirt, and I tracked it down.
Hey Ryan, good chatting with you. Ryan, actually, hey, just a little news. I'm not sure I should break this news, but Ryan the Gray, I talked to him today. He is designing. I know Hard Times is selling still. That shirt keeps selling for some reason. But we have a new shirt design for this year's con season. Ryan is working on it. Thank you, Ryan, for that. I probably shouldn't have said that because what happens if you don't produce it? But now that puts the carrot in front of the stick or whatever the heck they say. So hopefully it gets done.
Why would you put a carrot in front of a stick?
So that's like,
you don't want the carrot. You're missing the donkey.
Well, yeah, no, but the carrot goes. Yes, but
in front of the donkey, when you're leaving the donkey.
It's not, dude. That's not. Yes, because it doesn't matter what animal it is. If it's a horse or a donkey, you want the carrot in front of the stick, not behind the stick, because then they'll eat it. What do you? You don't know old timey sayings?
You're gonna get hit with the stick. It's a threat of violence.
You hold a stick. Dub, could you explain to him how this works?
No, I can explain to both of you how it works. The stick is held above, in front of the animal's face. The stick is above. It's not in front or behind. The carrot is in front of the animal. The stick is above both things because you hold it above. And
the carrot's in front of the stick.
Down.
You got it.
Yes.
Good. Thank you for explaining.
I'm not going with that analogy.
Blue collar dad.
Reward versus punishment angle where you got a carrot or you're going to get the stick.
No, it's so that you put out the little treat there. You put out the little treat there. Sarah, what's up, fellas? Looking forward to a good one. Thank you, Sarah. Jojo James, man, awesome and hilarious.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm definitely curious. I've been watching a lot of Japan things. That's what the wife and I have been watching lately. So we don't have time for anything else. We watch like YouTube videos of like ramen carts and like restaurants, cafes, and places in Japan. That's all we've been watching lately. So
nice.
Yeah, I'll watch this James May show. I'll put it on. Show.
Yeah, it's not too bad. We haven't even finished it yet. We only got through like half of it, like 6 shows, and we've only done 3.
Awesome. Yeah, I definitely want to check. I want to check it out.
Double O is speaking truth. Okay. All right. Thank you, Dan. D. One World Under. Hey, D. Listen. So D might not know this, but there's a stat. You just dobbed it too. There's a segment of this show. You guys asked us not to spoil stuff. So what we do is we do a thing called Take It or Leave It. And we roughly talk about comic books, but thank you.
They're just getting ahead of what's going on. They don't spoil anything.
Okay. Well, that's our whole list. I mean, it's our whole list. All right. Really? That's what you're having?
That's what I had.
We had wings.
Cheers. We had the same. I was like, I'm finishing it up. That's what we got.
Dude, can we talk real quickly?
Of course.
How many more minutes do we have? So we have a wing stop real close to us. Super Bowl, all of a sudden we had a kid's birthday party, and then at the birthday party, like they're like, hey, they're like, what are you guys doing? And we usually go to somebody else's, we go cousin friend's house to have Super Bowl, but this year we didn't talk to them, and just like kind of because we had birthday parties and stuff, didn't want to. And they're like, oh, well, the boys want to hang out or whatever. We're like, fine, we'll order wings. Wingstop had time slots. Okay, yeah, you had time slots. You could order during certain times. You couldn't at other times. So at 2:00 when we were ordering, the first time slot you could order for was 6:00. Your wings will be done at 6. So we ordered 50 wings, and I didn't get to Wingstop till 6:15 because I figured that wouldn't be it. But at 6:12, I walk in, and obviously it's packed. You can't walk into the Wingstop thing, and I get in there, and somebody's like, they're behind, and I go, yeah, fair enough. I was like, but it's 6:00 or whatever, and it's perfect timing because when the room starts to turn when you walk into one of these places, especially at a restaurant or something. It starts to turn, they're going to start giving the workers a hard time or whatever.
I was gonna say, the mood starts to turn.
Yeah, you can feel the mood turning. I'm Greek. Like we grew up in restaurants, so I'm like, I was like, oh, that's fine, whatever. And they're like, oh yeah, but they did this and this and that, and you just start hearing it go, and I'm like, yeah, it's fair. And they're like, huh? I was like, well, I mean, what are we gonna do? Argue about it, and then somebody's gonna quit, and none of us are getting wings. So I dropped that one like within the first 2 minutes of walking in. So then all of a sudden, people's attitudes start, and they start thinking. But there was this one lady who was just standing there, and they're like, ma'am. She's like, well, how long? When are my wings gonna be done? And they're like, ma'am, we told you, like, your order's not even gonna get into the queue to 6:45. It's 6:12. So it's gonna you're not even starting, and it's a half an hour late. Your wings are gonna be
working on the 4 o'clock, folks. Right?
That woman stood, and if you guys don't know what a Wingstop is, all it is you come in. It's like 2 cash registers, and that's it. Like it's like a quick in and out. There's no place to sit. There's nothing to do. It's a little tiny room. She stood in front of that one cash register. They just eventually closed that cash register and never used it and just moved over to the other cash register because they weren't doing it. And then it did. It took an extra 35 minutes. But, it started going and people knew, you're like, hey, look, it's half an hour Super Bowl. What do you expect? And, like, the people that were really wanting to be mad and start yelling at people caught that temperature in the room and would walk out. Like, they'd leave because you could tell they were, like, grunting under their mouth. But the biggest problem was, and this is it, there was back-to-back orders that somebody picked up that was a half an hour late, so they picked it up at 6:20ish, but they ordered at 5:45. It was 150 wings and 250 wings. Who the front door is ordering 200 freaking? I mean, they were coming out. No, sorry. I'm sorry. It wasn't what it was. The platters were 150 to 200. The one lady we had to carry it out and help her carry it out. She had 2 platters on top of each other, another bag which had a platter in it. And then she had another bag which had another platter full of stuff. I think it was just French fries and stuff, to be honest with you. And then she had another bag that had all the condiments, so she couldn't carry it. So that's like she ordered like almost 500. I mean, how many is it? If it's 150, it's either 150 or 200. But why would you have 3 trays? No, 150 a piece. You just do 200, right? So it's like 2, 4. So at most 550 is what she had there. Like, who the hell's ordering 550 wings?
She knows a lot of people.
She was ordering.
This lady didn't know that many people. You didn't see this lady.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe she just assumed. No, maybe she give me 5 of the big trays.
I'm not saying she's a heavy person, by the way. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying she had one of those faces that looked like she didn't have. She just had a face that looked like, like people ain't her thing. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I mean, I was nice because I offered. I was like, hey, I'll help you carry it. And then I'm like, what is this? She's like, a platter. I was like, they make platters? She's like, yeah, they come 150 to 200. And then I look and I see that she got 2 other of those. And I'm like, this lady has got. And then the next lady that came in had another 2 platters. So, I mean, at that point.
I'm a flat guy.
Oh, I think, I think they only do boneless wings at Wingstop, don't they? Or do they do regular wings?
I think they do.
Oh, they do both. Joe, I didn't get in. I didn't even get into that. I was just, I don't know. I don't. Yeah.
Well, certain places let you specialize your order. You want all
there they do.
You want all flats?
Oh, like that? No, like we just get boneless from there. We just different flavors. So we still got wings left over from that. We got 50 wings can feed a lot of kids and a lot of adults, man.
Well, yeah. If you got other food, a few wings could generally carry most people because then they got the pizza.
I mean, that was our protein
sandwich or whatever else,
But that's what I'm saying. That was our protein. But at a Super Bowl party, like that's what I'm saying. If you're getting 500 wings at a Super Bowl party, no Super Bowl party don't serve anything else. It's all about snacking.
Yeah,
that's all.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, 500 is a lot.
For her church crew, maybe they're all watching.
By the way, it wasn't that expensive either. I started doing the math on it. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's really not that expensive. You have to eat Wingstop wings though.
Oh, for 150 or 200. I know. You know what I've been doing instead? That's the first time I've had fried food in a long time. I got that air fryer, and I just get except for they change it. You got the Tyson popcorn boneless wing things. You just make your own sauces.
Yeah,
and then you can store your own sauces, and then
you don't even have to air fry. You can still just bake it.
Oh no, the air fryer is the way to go. Bacon doesn't make it.
Air fryer is good, but yeah.
No, I'm not saying air fryer is not good. I'm saying you can still get away with just baking them and then do.
Yeah, if you're some fucking heathen and you just don't have any textural taste on your tongue, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, but like part of the reason you with the wings is you want that texture too of the crunch and the juiciness on the inside.
Yeah, I don't eat Wingstop. I
pause.
Wingstop like pause. No, can't do it anymore. I don't like it.
Dude, I'll tell you, I had 4 wings and my stomach was hurting. I have not had that type of grease in a while, but whatever. All right, let's go.
Talk about some news. I totally agree with you, Joe. It's exactly what they are.
It's fair.
Nothing wrong with that. They're delicious, but that's what they are.
Fair. I don't have. I mean, like when I used to hand make them. So
Popeyes did that. Did you notice Popeyes secretly did that shit? Popeyes used to have nuggets like Chick-fil-A had nuggets. Then all of a sudden, Popeyes didn't have nuggets anymore. They had boneless wings.
Yeah, air fryers.
Same fucking product. They just started calling them boneless wings.
Yeah.
Ain't fooling me.
I know what that is.
I mean, you could die on that hill. I don't know who's going to fight that. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I'm not going to fight you on that show.
Anyway, all right.
Bone and wings are for hobos. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't. Whatever. Okay.
All right. I'm going to run the thing. We can start the news.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, thanks for that. They got me back in the mood. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Yeah, I thought I was ready, then I wasn't, but I'm good. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, me too. What's up, Brief?
Whew. All right, here we go. Top story of the week. It wasn't like a big week for no big news, but there was a bunch of like small to medium bits of news. That's kind of how I felt about this week, and so we're just gonna talk about my favorite thing that happened in the news this last week.
You want to talk about small bits, huh? That's what you want to talk about?
Bits, nukes and crannies. We got a Thunderbolts trailer, then we got a commercial during the Super Bowl, and then we got an official summary, and we got this new poster as well. We can, yeah.
I haven't seen this poster. I haven't seen this Wheaties box poster.
Well, spoiler alert: we're gonna see it again later.
Sorry about that. So we got this trailer. We got the synopsis, but it's not anything that we didn't know. After finding themselves in a death trap set by Vantessa Allegra de Fontaine. Vantessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
Yeah, you got it.
I missed one.
VADF, as we call it.
So basically, it's these guys that come together. There's no Avengers around, and they have to fight the big bad, right? And then we saw what that's all about as well. So we got a little tease of that. So there was a line. There was a line in the trailer that stuck out to me.
Yep, I think it's the same one. Does it have to deal with an asterisk?
Yeah, it was that line. It's like, we can't call ourselves that, and then that's where we can't call ourselves that. So what, so they're trying to give us clues as to what's going on with this and what this asterisk thing is and why they're called that and why not.
So I think they're screwing with us. I think they're going to use a different name. They shouldn't use that name. And I think that, see, here's the messed up part. They pretty much do have a Thunderbolt team that after originally they were coming with this name, they put it into the comic books. There's like a Thunderbolt team that has like White Widow on it. It's got Winter Soldier. It's got Taskmaster, and it's got Red Guardian on it, right? Here's the thing. I think they're going. What do you think they're going to do?
My theory is, well, yeah, I don't think it's going to be that. I think, well, my theory has more to do with the name Thunderbolts and why they don't want to use that or can't use that name.
Why is that?
I think it's going to have to do with the movie that comes out this week.
Yeah, with the president turned into a big red monster.
So it's going to have to do with Thunderbolt Ross, and then it's going to be a bad word, and then they won't be able to use that name, and that's why they have to get rid of it.
That's fair. That's a good.
So that's what I've been thinking about. I mean, but that's just not.
I think they're going to do Dark Avengers, because I think in the Dark Avengers there's also a lot of the same characters that were in Dark Avengers, and the only other thing that put it out there was when they said there are no Avengers around. And I think
Avengers are not coming, is what you said. Yeah.
And I thought that initially too. Like when we first heard about this, and even with the asterisk, I'm with you. I thought that too, but it doesn't seem like this team is being promoted to the public. They still seem like they're kind of working under the radar. So,
but I think when they said the Avengers aren't coming, that's where the Dark Avenger comes into play, because the philosophy behind the Dark Avengers originally was to take over because the Avengers couldn't because they were through Civil War. But with that being said, some of these characters, same as when we kind of mentioned already, were part of Dark Avengers or had a portion where the Dark Avengers came and kidnapped them. So I just have a feeling it's corny.
The Dark Avengers were also all villains, and at one time or another, all of these characters were also all villains as well. So makes sense.
But I think also you have to remember who said that the Avengers aren't coming. It's Contessa Allegra Valentina Fontaine. So she said that, and Elaine said it, and she's the one she's saying it for self-serving purposes, and she's saying it to get money from the government or something, or to be left alone by the government. So that's all it is.
Right, but I think like that's a name drop type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll see. They could still call them the Thunderbolts, but
I feel like this Cap movie is going to give us some kind of idea.
This Cap movie is going to be a bunch of people pounding themselves in the nuts for spending money to go watch it.
Well, it could be that. But I think it's going to give us some direction about what's going to happen with the Avengers.
Have you guys? Yes. Have you guys heard this after this trailer? Because I've heard this a lot. A lot of people will say, "Hey, I'm not looking forward to Captain America, but I sure am looking forward to the Thunderbolts." That is a statement that some form of that statement where they don't. I mean, there's no reason to shit on Captain America. To do that.
That's what I was going to say. I haven't heard the putting them together. I mean, I've heard those statements separately.
I even heard it today.
Not looking forward to Cap as much.
I literally, while I was looking through the books today in one of those comic book stores that I was in, that's the same comment. I was like, shit, I heard that. I heard that when I was on the phone with a buddy. You know what I mean? I was like, I can't believe I'm hearing this. Which, by the way, I don't think Captain America is going to be. I don't know what people expected out of it. It's Captain America. And it's not even like Rogers Captain America. It's the second Captain America Falcon, right?
Yeah.
And they're going to do and they have Harrison Ford playing fucking Red Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think that movie's gonna be?
I don't know. I think I'm not expecting like the best movie ever, but I'm expecting a decent story.
I'm expecting just an action. No, a decent story. No, I'm just expecting an action flick.
I thought it was going to be more fun.
Yeah.
That's what's going to be more fun. I don't think it's going to be that fun now.
Oh, you don't think it's just going to be like throwing Cap around and
Ford just they cut out like, hey, let's get rid of very little society. Let's get rid of the Serpent Society characters and also, other bits and cameos that might have supposedly have been appearing in here because it didn't fit the tone, which is probably just going to be kind of somber.
Where did you hear this? The tone's gonna be somber.
Well, you look at it; it's just all kind of moody. It's like a moody Cap. It's like emo Superman.
Yeah, this is the problem. Did you see? Everybody from the 313, put your hands up. Follow me, and he did not follow, did he? Now, while this man stands tough, just see. I'm just saying. I don't know.
We'll see.
No such thing as a halfway crook. All right. I don't know. I just thought so. Okay. Well, then, to the point. If it isn't that, if it's not just Cap and busting around and the Hulk smashing people and cameos, then yeah, it's gonna suck.
Because I don't think Hulk's in it a lot. I think that's a small part of this film.
I mean, I don't know, dude.
We probably saw scenes.
Once again, it's Cap. Like,
our Hulk
hold on.
The end of the movie.
Hold on, though. Once again, it's Cap. What's your favorite Cap storyline?
Because
what's your favorite Cap storyline?
No. Forget storyline. I'm saying the 3 movies they made were all good. I enjoy First Avenger. I can rewatch, Winter Soldier, and Civil War wasn't bad.
Yeah, but Winter Soldier really wasn't fucking Captain America. I mean, that was Bucky.
Whatever you want to call it. Those were the Captain America movies with Captain America.
I
like all 3 of them.
I get that, but this is actually Captain America movie. It's not you. That's what I'm saying. Like Captain America movies, you can't have it about Captain America. Out of the 3 movies you named, only one is actually a Captain American story. The rest of them is group stories. Civil War.
This could be the same thing. You don't know what this is going to be.
That's what I'm saying. Like that. Well, that's what I'm saying. It should be. That's why I was expecting it to be. But Pete's saying it's not going to be that. Pete's saying it's going to be like.
No, Pete said it's going to be a somber tone, but it could still have.
No, I'm just saying it's going to be more serious, and they're going to.
Yeah, but
talking about issues and
Civil War had like 80,000 motherfuckers in that. They had everybody. They had 3 forms of the Avengers. That's what I'm saying. Winter Soldier had a bunch of fucking people in it too. That you just need that for Cap movies because Cap by himself is fucking horrible. Just say.
Which Cap?
I mean, what are you going to do? Have him punch Nas?
No, I said
Cap punching Nas is great, but that's it. That's all he's got.
Are you just talking about Steve Rogers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different though. Because what I feel like we missed out on a big opportunity was that Brubaker run, which was a lot of it was Bucky Cap. Like those would have been some good stories. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, the best Cap is Bucky Cap.
We skipped that whole era, so we can't do any of those stories. But
good stuff. But I'm saying, what I'm saying now is in the MCU, right? Like in the MCU, where we're at, like you can only do, man, I'm brain farting on what I'm trying to say here. That never happens. What's the thing where it's a group of actors together called instead of just one main actor? Ensemble. You can only do ensemble movies. Like that's what you need for Cap to work nowadays because that's what you've given us. And you're right. Civil War wasn't, it was good, but it wasn't. Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I understand that, JJ. That's what I'm saying. They're not going to follow arcs. It doesn't matter because fucking Captain America has shitty arcs anyways. Like he literally has as Pete said, the Bucky arc was his best arc.
That was my favorite. That was my favorite. Brubaker run was one of my favorites. But yeah, we skipped that whole era. So
yeah, I get you on, but they're not going to let him punch Nas's anymore. You can't I don't know why, but you can't punching Nas's is fun.
Well, Hugo's long been done, and they already replaced his voice, so they're bringing him back. Plus, they had him as the gatekeeper in the Infinity movies,
Right, but you could always bring but if you get rid of Red, then you can bring back another. You can bring back Baron as a Nas, just make him more Nazi, and then just punch him. You won't know.
Yeah, we could have had Sin. There's a lot of things they could have done.
Dude, Zaggy, what does it look like? Don't tell me it's just his fist holding a hand, like he's going.
No, you just see it on the back of his neck, I think.
Oh, jeez, that's so gross. All right.
Let's move on to the box office. We'll talk more about this next week. I am going to see that movie.
I'm going to try. I just don't know when I'm going to be able to.
All right. So the box office report. We're going to go right into it.
Yep.
Dogman repeats. It was a slow week for the movies. The Super Bowl weekend.
It's not going to be slow because tomorrow's snow day for everybody. So everybody's going to see it tomorrow.
Last weekend is Super Bowl. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be
last week was Super Bowl.
Yeah, last week was Super Bowl weekend, so usually that's a slow movie week anyway. Dogman only had 13 million, I think 13.8 last week. It was closer to it was like 40, close to 40.
Yeah.
So I mean, it dropped significantly, but again, it's nobody's going to see a movie last week. Everybody was getting ready to go buy their chicken wings and eat a lot of Wingstop. Yeah, there's some movies coming out this weekend, one of which we already talked about. So we'll see if the theater rebounds.
I just feel bad for Short Round. That Love Hurts movie just...
Yeah, it didn't do anything.
I mean, I didn't expect it to be a great film, but thought more people would go see it. Just
what the heck is Hard Eyes?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But Short Round Love Hurts. It's got Marshawn Lynch in it and stuff. Looks stupid.
Oh yeah, I saw
an action movie. Like I thought it would at least make 10 to 15.
$1.25. $1.25. $1.25.
All right. Let's move on to some other movie news. We got a new poster and a logo release for Mortal Kombat 2. So
Uncaged Fury.
Yeah, the first movie came out in 2021, which was like early pandemic time, and so it was kind of released in theaters and at you could watch it at home as well.
That was a Scorpion Sub-Zero one, right?
Yeah, we had a couple dudes from Shogun in there.
Yep, exactly. Yep. So there was a little behind the scenes thing released for this movie, and it had Toranaga-san in there as well.
Thank you, Ocho.
And then this Uncaged Fury. It's like an universe.
That's what that is. Okay.
What, that behind the scenes thing?
A horror movie. I got you. All right.
Gotcha.
I remember seeing like trailers for it and stuff.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
That's right. So this is like a movie poster from inside the movie. So it's kind of a funny. That's Carl Urban that you see as Johnny Cage. So that's kind of funny as well. He's like in every movie nowadays.
Yeah, it looks like a Stallone poster.
Yeah, exactly.
His name is Cobretti.
Uncaged Fury.
So this movie's coming out October 24th of this year.
I'll wait till it comes out on stream.
I like the first one.
Me too. I like that stream.
I got nothing else to do kind of way.
So for you He-Man fans, we got some announcements for Masters of the Universe.
He-Man.
You have a sorceress who is Marina Baccarin, and then you have
Deadpool, right?
Fisto.
Yep.
Yeah, Deadpool, yep. And Serenity. She was also in Firefly.
She's also in Homeland. She's good in that too.
Homeland, I don't think I watched that.
Okay, let's just read her IBD page, guys.
Then this guy, this guy was in Game of Thrones. He was, I don't remember which character he played, but
Greyjoy.
Haukur Johansson.
Oh,
Johans Haukur.
that's who that guy is.
He was only in like
Also played Reed.
a little while.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it's not the same guy then.
No,
no, it's not the guy who takes over the Greyjoys.
No, it's not. No, it's not him.
Not that one.
He's a bannerless guy. Something banner without men without banners or something.
Men without banners. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's one of those guys.
Okay.
And then in other He-Man casting news, we also got King Randor and Queen Marlena, and I didn't know her name was Marlena until I saw the story.
Oh, very good.
James Purefoy is going to be He-Man's dad, and this lady Charlotte Riley will be He-Man's mom, and she was in Peaky Blinders, and the guy was from a show called Rome.
Yeah.
Wait, who's in Peaky Blinders? Oh, she's what's her name? She's damn, what the hell is her name? She's the one that married the brother, but then was having an affair. But she started off as a prostitute.
Tom Hardy's wife.
Tom Hardy? No.
Oh, I don't know.
What?
I'm just reading Tom Hardy's wife. Wait.
Tom Hardy's single in the movie. He's like this wandering Jew. Wait, Tom Hardy what? Oh, it is his wife?
I was looking at the chat.
Wait, his wife played a prostitute in so his real wife, because it's not his wife in the show. He doesn't have a wife in the show. So his real life wife, this lady?
I don't know.
But to go away.
Wow, we got lots of questions that we've got no answers for. Let me check this out.
Well, I didn't ask any of the questions. We're trying to give it any answers.
I'm asking.
Just look at the chat. You got your answers in the chat.
In real life talk. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Whew, good.
That's like the guy that made Sons of Anarchy, and then he's married to Peg.
Shit, it just would have been easier. Joe would have popped his head in real life. And just pop back out.
So James Gunn, he likes to talk to fans on social media, and he was answering a question about Hawkgirl, and he revealed that her wings will be organic versus technological. So she is going to be born with those wings, so she is going to be an alien in nature, similar to the Justice League animated series style. That's where he kind of is basing it off of. So she's going to be a Thanagarian, I'm guessing, which is something that people really wanted to know. So not like the Black Adam movie where they're with the metal wings. So actual wings.
Arcane.
Wait, which one's this for again? Which show is this for?
This is for Hawkgirl in Superman.
Well, it's for Superman,
which makes sense because then she's going to show up in the Green Lantern thing. It's that one.
That would make sense, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, it's going to have aliens in it. So that's
Cosmic One. Why are you talking about hairy dicks?
I'm moving on. So there's a new bill that's somewhere in our government that is trying to force theaters to change their start time on their tickets.
I love this.
It's a new bill in Connecticut that proposes theaters have to list both the time that the pre-show starts, meaning all the trailers and such, and when the movie actually starts. So you get 2 times on your ticket. The legislation was introduced in January, and then that way it would make it easier if you don't want to show up for the trailers, you want to show up just for the movie, or if you want to show up.
I got a new piece of legislation that we can pile onto this. Can we stop showing commercials for the theater we are already sitting in?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to promote the place we're already at.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah.
Don't make no sense.
Yeah. And it's one thing if you're going, let's all go to the lobby.
Yeah, that's different. You're trying to sell treats, snacks. Cool. I get that.
I want to tell you that if you go to AMC, it's a great theater. Bitch, I'm here. It ain't that great.
It's fine. I just don't need to see Nicole Kidman fucking locked up in that theater anymore. Let's get past that shit.
Please get past it.
It's more fun at MJR.
More fun, isn't that? Yeah, they talk about. They do the same thing. More fun at MJR.
Yeah,
isn't that the commercial?
You have to clap at it.
So
because they get clapping.
Dude, I hate. Dude, can we? Hey, speaking of that, yes, I'm adding on to this bill too because this is what like, dude. Let's put some pork in this from now on. If you participate in any form during a movie, that means clapping at the end. That means cheering. That means saying the fucking lines. Guess what? Automatic ejection up to 4 years in jail. 4 years. Minimum 90 days community service.
Let me ask you this one time. So people that cheered when Cap caught the hammer would all get kicked out of the movie theater?
No, they go to jail. That right there, that's probably about a 2.5 year jail term. In county too, you know what I mean?
Dang,
send them to county. Yeah.
Not even.
I mean, we're not gonna send them to state. We're just gonna send them to county. It's not, you know what I mean?
Right.
Wait a second. I'm like, Cosmic. Don't tell me autocorrect changed Tom Hardy to Harry Dick.
All right.
Lizzie.
Well, we'll see.
Wait. Was that Lizzie? So is that lady Lizzie O'Keefe? Lizzie O'Keefe isn't married to. Wait, Tom Hardy? Wait, what? I'm confused.
Worry about it.
All right. Anyways, go ahead.
All right, we're gonna move on while you solve your mystery there. So, Magic the Gathering verse is on its way.
Can we get one movie before we worry about a verse?
But they are planning television and movies to go along with the game. Legendary Entertainment is doing this.
I remember we were going to get that with Dark Tower too. We're going to get movies and then TV shows in between movies, and it's going to be an epic. Just do one first.
Who cares?
Just worry about one. Get one right, and then you can talk about all this other stuff. Just do one right first.
That's fair. I mean, I have zero qualms about that, but then they can't secure funding.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
Welcome aboard, Cyclotron.
All right, let's talk about some streaming news.
Please do.
Oh, let me get rid of this. Remind me, I left the movie thing up.
All right. So some good news in the streaming world. We have a little bit of an update about season 2 of one of our favorite shows from last year. So there was a couple they were doing some interviews, and Sanada-san said in season 1 that Toranaga didn't become a shogun, so he'd like to see that happen. He wants to be the leader of Japan. That's kind of his vision for the character. But he's the actor, and he's also a producer. But then
in the original show, he does become shogun at the end. Did he not become shogun? The movie's called, or the show's called fucking Shogun, bro.
I don't know, but I think to this point, I don't know.
I mean, historically too, by the way. No, fuck you. Spoiler alert.
No, we didn't. 2000. We were still kind of in the midst
years. 2000 year fucking spoiler alert.
Yeah. No. But I don't think that he was like,
He wasn't at the end of the TV show?
No, I think they were still kind of like, things were still a little.
Oh, so they still didn't finish. Oh, that's right. Because I said they didn't finish. You're right. Now that I remember, I said, oh, they haven't even finished off the show. Just wait. Because when we get there. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's fair. I mean, sorry. Fucking pick up a history book or fucking Wikipedia some shit sometime. Like, know some other country besides yourself. But, like, yeah, dude.
Hey,
no shit.
World War II.
We're just talking about a TV show.
Yeah. It's based on it's not like fucking like Dom's gonna come in here and say there's dragons back then. Yeah, it's not like Game of Thrones. It's like he started the Shogun, like he started the fucking era, bro. Type Shogun in. Guess whose name shows up? This motherfucker.
Yeah, it's not Game of Thrones. This is more like the Tudors. Like this is based off of history.
Yeah.
You gotta know what's gonna happen.
So.
Or you could know what's gonna happen.
Four Deadly Venoms. Yo, bro, did you catch us on Star Wars 2 weeks ago? We did something for you. Hopefully you caught it. Damn, my bad. I'm sorry for spoiling history for people. But
spoiled history, you spoiled the book, and you spoiled the 30-year-old TV show that was on.
Yeah, it's old. I mean, I still have it on VHS, 6 VHSs. So
Richard Chamberlain one?
No, I think it's like 40. I think it's 40 years old. I think it came out.
Yeah, it's 80s. Yeah. Straight up.
It's in the like early 80s.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so it's like 40-year-old. Yeah, sorry to spoil a 40-year-old show, and a 50-year-old book and fucking history, thousands of years. But
my pops loved that show back in the day.
Dude, I loved it. My dad did too. I loved it. Whenever I had a sick day, Shogun it is. Shogun it is.
So they said they're coming out of the writer's room. They're done with 10 episodes, and they have their finale. So now they're going to figure out how to break down each episode. So they're definitely have a plan in place, and hopefully we get more updates soon. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next season. I'm excited to see it. So
I'm okay. Yeah. You know what? If you do us right once, you get. I give you a little bit of leash. I give you get some rope.
Yeah. You go. Go ahead.
You let me know when you're ready to show me what you got. I'll watch.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm in no rush. I'm here.
I mean, don't hold on now. Don't R.R. Martin this thing. But
no.
Well. We'll take advantage of our goodwill.
History has not proven that they're like anyone else. Anyone else is like R.R. Martin. Ridiculousness. All right.
I can't believe I'm literally baffled by it.
It's not that he does, but here, guys, it's not like he's not putting out new content. He is. And in his defense, how shitty they did with that one show, with the Game of Thrones, the main show, fucking up the end. Like he now, from what I hear, is more hands-on with the dragons. And I mean, you just put the Swedes in charge of it, I think, but whatever. And what are they doing? Duncan Egg is coming up. So I don't know what they're calling that.
Shit was already done.
Yeah, but now he's on set so that they don't screw it up.
You don't fucking need to be on set. Finish the goddamn books.
You would think the same thing, except for what they did in Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones just took a big dog shit pile and go, here's your end. Dude, the Soprano ending was better than the Game of Thrones ending. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's all I got.
No way he's finishing those books.
They're not. Yeah, don't hold your breath, Pete.
Dude, there's JJ though. There's parts in the book that they finished that they didn't. They fucking just chopped the dick off of it. They just want to do it.
Because they were like, wait a second, we don't want to be introducing characters this late in the game like this fucking guy's doing in the books. I'm like, wait, who is this now?
Dude, they didn't have to do with that, dude. Bro, everybody knows who.
They're like,
and Griff. No, hold on.
Characters.
Hold on. Aegon Targaryen, Griff. It was already introduced like 3 books ago. It wasn't like they just introduced.
He wasn't a point of view character. He wasn't getting his own chapters.
He did. There was a whole well, he's not his POV, but Tyrion Lancaster had a whole section on him.
Well, I got nothing wrong with Tyrion getting. He's been around since day one. Since day one-ish.
Nonsense.
Okay, Netflix picks up what?
All right, we'll get to. He's never finished.
One day we're just gonna have one day we'll have one show about it. We'll get it off our chest.
So, Netflix has picked up the rights for Halo.
There you go.
We don't know if they did it for just the actual the 2 seasons that are already out, or because right now it's only in the UK, starting on March 1st, and we don't know when it's going to debut here in the States. But the first 2 seasons will be there, and now hope is alive that they're going to make more. I know it started off kind of not so great at the beginning, and then the second season was allegedly better. And then this third season, well, if there's a third season, Netflix could do well with it. So, oh no.
Yeah, I hear you. Just make one movie. Stop talking about all this stuff you're gonna make. Just make one good movie first. Then,
so wait, this is gonna be on Netflix, so I can watch it now? Because wasn't it on Amazon?
It was Paramount Plus.
It's the Paramount Plus.
Oh, it was on Paramount Plus, but I didn't watch it for some reason, and then
I got Paramount Plus to check it out, but I've never been a Halo guy. I could never play it. Like I could play Call of Duty, but once you add in jetpacks, flying and stuff, I couldn't deal with changing heights and stuff like that. I just couldn't hang.
Old Halo, whenever the new stuff.
Yeah, I just couldn't do it. I'm like a jetpack. What the hell? I'm getting sniped while I'm flying.
Hey, is Artrell here? Artrell, tell me if you're here. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. In some Max news, The Last of Us season 2 panel will be at South by Southwest. It's going to have the cast. All the new cast will be there.
This is just so Dub's wife watches the show. She's been waiting for this the whole show. Thank you. Good
I don't
to see
think
you.
she's not watching. I don't think so. She might be. All the new cast members are going to be there, as well as the director and Neil Druckmann as well. Oh, Artrell is here for you.
Yes. Hey, Artrell, shouldn't Pete get the sipping on Fofo's haircut? I think we should get him that, Artrell. I think he knows what I'm talking about. He knows what I'm talking about. Why you do that to my boy? He knows what I'm talking about. Get the tables.
So John Lithgow reported.
Is our boy Andy going to be going back to doing a Last of Us thing?
Nice.
No, he said he is technologically unable to do so at this time.
Oh, I was going to say, because if he didn't want to do it, you should do it and just have him come on with you.
Yeah, he said if we wanted to do it here, that he would try to join from his phone to be part of a show, but he can't run a show right now.
What?
So we can talk about it later. Yeah. But anyway, yeah.
You let me know.
Right.
What you need.
All right, we'll talk.
Sure.
We'll talk about it.
Sip it on folks.
So John Lithgow is in talks or final talks to play Dumbledore in the new Harry Potter show. So this show is being produced by HBO or Max or something. It's going to be multiple seasons, retelling of the whole thing, and this is a big name. I think for them to.
Did this guy die?
John Lithgow?
Gambone did.
The guy on the right. Did he die?
Yeah, he's passed away.
He passed away. He passed away like after the first movie came out.
The second. He made 2.
Oh, so that's why the guy on the left is going to be the guy.
Wait, no. Richard Harris made 2, and then
hold
Gambone, he took it over for the whole
Is
way.
the guy on the left from the movie something about Harry?
Yes, Harry and the Hendersons.
Harry and the Hendersons, yeah. Okay.
Also the bad guy in Ricochet.
Okay.
Yeah, so he is probably going to be your new Dumbledore, and
I don't know if I see Lithgow as Dumbledore.
Well, once you put a beard,
white beard and white hair, who gives a shit? Put some bags under his eyes. Wait, why are they still making these fucking movies? Didn't they already make them all?
Oh, they're making a TV show on HBO.
Well, why? Didn't they make them all movies already?
They did, but that was 20 years ago. So now they got a couple decades in their pocket. They can restart and go again.
It's a reboot.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
They can make it more faithful to the books.
And we touched on Game of Thrones a little bit, but we got an update on season 3 of House of Dragons. So they said, there was different reasons, including like the strikes happening, that the second season only went 8 episodes and they cut the battle out. So they gave, they were kind of
getting close to where I thought we were cutting off.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
So I guess the new season, which is about to start production, I was told by this Francesca Orsi, who is head of some kind of development at HBO, that we are going to be very excited about how they start the exciting battle at the beginning of season 3. So
wait, where do we end at season 2 again?
They're about to go to war, the Greens and the
yeah, they really dragged out adding the new Dragon Riders. Like I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, so they haven't? Did they add the new Dragon Rider? They started to get the new Dragon Riders. Yeah. Okay.
All the dragons have a rider, and they're about to go to war.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get.
Dude, Joe, I love this. I know what's going on here. The problem with it is I've consumed all the media, so sometimes it's tough because you can't remember, like with Shogun, like because what happens to him. So like I can't remember where it stopped a year ago or 6 months ago or whatever.
That's an interesting idea, Joe. I think you might be onto something there. I'll see what I can.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
All right. And then
no, even if you did read it, I think it's great. I think
it is still it did not not reading the books, you don't know where things are going, but I'm still enjoying, even though I know where.
It's like Shogun. It's exactly like Shogun. You know what the ending's going to be, but how they're doing it is great.
Like, I can't wait to see some bits that I know are going to happen. I'm like, come on, get there.
Peter Dinklage has joined the cast of Dexter Resurrection. I believe this is a new show.
I think it's on. It's on already.
Oh, gotcha. So he's joined the next season or coming soon.
Did they kill Dexter?
Wait, or is this a new show? Is this like a?
I think it's a new show. It's a new.
It says cast reveal, dude. So I assume it's a new show.
Well, because they have a prequel show on right now about Dexter. So I guess maybe this is now another show, a sequel show.
Hold on. For the people that don't know Dexter and didn't watch it, let me ask you some questions. Dexter was this dude who was like
Wait, you're asking people who didn't watch questions?
No, I said 4 people. 4 people.
Okay.
Dexter was like a police officer or an investigator or something.
I didn't watch the show. So
I didn't watch, but no, I think he was more like the morgue guy.
Oh, well then we have very little questions to ask.
You know, he
was.
It
says resurrected. Did he die?
Well, he was the morgue guy, and he was also a serial killer killing serial killers.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I understand the.
Yeah, I think at the end of the show he died.
I think it may have been an ambiguous ending.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It was like Soprano. They Soprano'd the ending.
The boat in the water. I know there was a boat in the water. That's all I know. Oh, well, see, there you go, Joe. Joe knows.
There you go, Joe. Joe watched it. Okay, there you go.
So Peter Dinklage is joining the cast as a billionaire, and then Uma Thurman will be Peter Dinklage's head of security. So that's kind of funny. I don't know. I thought that was an interesting tidbit that was thrown in there randomly. So that was fun.
Okay.
All right. So let's talk about some comics news.
Please.
A lot of pictures here in the comic section, so we can get through it relatively quickly. Let's start off with Vault Comics has added a Post Malone's Big Rig to Free Comic Book Day.
Can't wait. Who's that?
So we talked about Free Comic Book Day and whether or not it was still happening. Lunar, I've seen a whole list of books that are on the Lunar Free Comic Book Day section. So there are publishers that publish to Lunar that will be sending Free Comic Book Day books to stores. I don't know what's happening with the Diamond stuff. I just know that the Lunar stuff.
You just adapt.
No, I think those are still going. I'm just thinking the year after this is where I'm questioning.
Yeah.
These were already done, so these will be out there.
And this was a brand new book that they announced, this Post Malone one, but I guess it's a part of a movie franchise. There's a movie coming out with a Michael Bay movie, nonetheless. That this book, this graphic novel.
That name doesn't carry the same weight it did in the 90s.
Did it Post Malone, the dude that's like got all the tattoos and he looks like he's homeless?
Yeah.
He sings songs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, sang the Miles Morales song for the first movie.
Yep.
Okay. Didn't know that.
Evil Dead meets Mad Max Fury Road is what this movie is described as, or this graphic novel is described as by the Vault.
Well,
and if you'll notice,
yeah, it sounds like shit and it looks like shit, so it's probably going to be shit. That's how you can describe it.
Wait.
Like Post Malone, wasn't he like popular like 15 years ago?
He just had a Super Bowl commercial.
Oh, it's the one with drinking beer, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but that's what? Okay.
I mean, I think
name one Post Malone song. When was the last time he sang a song? Has he come out with an album?
Dude, I don't listen to new music, so the shit oblivious to me.
Yeah, this guy most likely will be pissed.
I'm not the marketplace for music these days. Like, I'm the old guy now. I'm like my dad when he was young. He listened to the Beatles and shit. Like my Beatles are Nirvana.
Yeah, I still feel like he sells plenty of records, and I don't know if that's going to translate into graphic novel sales or movie. But whatever. This graphic novel will be available later. The full one. This is a preview of the graphic novel that you get for free. And if you'll notice, around Free Comic Book Day is the red color, which designates that as an 18 and older book, so that's adults only. So it's going to have some violence.
Oh, is that what that means?
Or yep, the different colors. Greens are for all ages, blue are for teen, and then
I didn't know they were color coded.
That helps. Thank you, Doug.
Absolutely. So for kids,
I was going to say Red Nose Day. That's a UK thing. I thought this was for kids. Kids in hospital.
Not for children. All right, and then Jonathan Kent will officially be named Super Son. This is to avoid any confusion with the Superman movie coming out, so nobody mistakes him for Superman or being Superman in the comics.
Or Superboy.
Or Superboy, right. Or any of the other super characters. I think there's about 50 of them in that Action Comics that we read one time.
Yeah, dude, there's so many.
Can we call him Super Teen?
So Jonathan Kent will be Super Son. So just yep. That's what that was.
When did he become 50 years old? Isn't he still a kid? Maybe it's still like 12. How is Jonathan Kent 50?
I think he got sent away to off planet to age somewhere and then came back.
Look, can we just at least be on that? Where's Corbin at? That's a stupid ass name. Come on, DC. You really call it super? This ain't a goddamn birthday card that you find in the supermarket. Oh, you're a super son. Like, come on, man. That's the best you got.
They had a title called Super Sons. That's where it's getting it.
That was multiple sons, and it wasn't their name. They weren't introducing themselves that way. Yeah, it was the name of a title, but this is, hey, what's your name? I'm Super Son.
Why do they call him Superman
really
Jr.?
Good to my parents.
I think that's a joke. That's a joke in the book. It was in the article that I read that, yes, Superman Jr. they go with permanent, and they change it. I think it should be Little Soups, not just Little Superman.
Yeah, not just Little Superman. Yeah. Little Soups. Yeah,
Little
that's good.
Soups. Yeah.
Little Soups.
Like, does he have to have super in his title? Can't he just call himself something else? Can't come up with a different name?
No, because it's like Supergirl, Superwoman, Super Kid, Super Dog, Super Son. I guess I don't know.
Like, is it really that hard? Like, it wasn't Bat Jr. It was Robin. They gave at least his sidekick a different fucking name. Like, we can use different names and still understand who they are, can't we?
Nope.
No, I don't think we can, Pete. I think that's what they know that we can't.
That's what they're telling you. We cannot do that.
We can't. We'll confuse the two Supermans. So
Supermans.
Yeah. Well, no. Then again, I have seen a lot of the people at my LCSs. So
yeah, the target market. Yeah. When Marco goes out there with his clipboard, people will not know who Jonathan Kent is.
They will not know at all.
They will not know. All right. Let's talk about
growth hormone.
New printings.
A little HGH. Yeah, sure.
11th printing for Transformers 1
now.
and Void Rivals 1. That's right. Printing 11. There you go.
Seriously, we don't need these.
We had 10 versions of 10 printing. Wait till you see the next slide, Pete. It's crazy. Here we go. We're just going to go through this quick. Here are a whole bunch of Transformers new printings. I have listed them there on the right, so you know what they are. Everywhere from 2 through 14. That one Starscream cover on the Hiss is kind of funny. But that was kind of, it's like hybrid.
Oh, where he's attached to the Hiss tank. Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
We already got that on the cover, I thought.
So, yeah. So here's and then there's a Miko Suyan cover. It's the fourth one in from the left. That one was kind of cool. The
Astro Train. I think it's Astro Train fighting Thundercracker.
Yeah, it looks like.
Or is it Skywarp? I always get those confused. Skywarp's the black and purple one.
Yeah, Thundercracker's the
blue one.
Oh yeah.
Who cares?
You remember the original Transformers?
No, I'm just saying about these books. Who cares? 50.
Yeah, we don't need. Jesus Christ. I'm looking at it, it's like number 2, 7th print, number 8, 4th print, 3rd.
Yeah, it's just a whole list of them. So here's some G.I. Joe printings as well. G.I. Joe this is just number 1, 3rd printing. They are the same, just different color schemes. I'm not sure. That's the Doug Mankey.
But one's the bloody version because the arms are
battle damaged.
Battle damaged.
Yeah, I see.
That's a.
If it doesn't change when I put I push it with my finger like the He-Man's back in the day, where you get those little battle damage, like little twisty spots, then I don't want it.
Yeah, and these are all 4 covers. I couldn't tell if one of those was a 1 in 25 or not, or a ratio. I guess of that. The mask
that might be setting the record there for Deadly Venoms. What are they at? 14?
11th printing
11?
for number.
No, they're at 11. Some of them they stopped keeping track. Like Something Is Killing the Children. I don't think they keep numbering them, but they keep fucking making them.
Yeah, they're at least 10, I think.
Yeah, and then it gets tricky. And then Killing Joke's got a ton too. And
Killing Joke does have a ton.
Oh yeah,
but not 14.
Oh, I think there is 14
of Killing Joke.
Killing Joke, yeah, I think there is.
Yeah, because they don't announce it and make like special things. They just do it like every 3 years. They just do it again.
Fair.
All right, let's keep going with this. Here are some more new printings of G.I. Joe #2, second print. Here's your character covers. Gonna keep going, and then new printings were announced for Geiger #10, Bug Wars #1, which came out today, and then TMNT versus Naruto #2.
I don't know why. Look, man, Bug Wars. There was a lot of ordering of Bug. The numbers first ordering was a lot of Bug Wars. I don't know why there's.
Well, there was a 1 in 100.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why they're. I just don't know why there's a second print on Bug Wars because at the end of the day, there were still a lot of copies out on shelves.
I got Sectars questions for you when we get to there. Is it anything like Sectars? Because I thought this was Sectars for a second.
All right, and then of course, Absolute Batman is going to be on this list. Or Absolute something rather.
Because you need Bonfire. Word.
Second print. These covers, I don't. What?
Is he wearing burlap now? What is that?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the 1 in 25 too.
Why?
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. This guy's like, let me do my best Frank Miller impression.
We wonder why Diamond went under.
Oh. And then one more, and it's Amazing Spider or Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man second print for #1, and then the 1 in 25 animation variant, which is a lot like the other animation variant, except it has words on it now, with the word bubbles and Spider-Man.
Because we've seen both of these covers are already done,
reused. Yeah, so the success
reused art, reuse the art, baby.
Which is fine, but you could still find these. They're
exactly.
Like maybe you don't find the cover A of #1, but the B and C covers are still out there, and you can get them for.
Yeah, I mean, Bug Wars, you can find A covers still.
Yeah,
you might not.
Well, it just came out today.
I know. Well, no, but I'm not saying like one. I'm saying like a lot.
And with that, we wrap up our news for the week.
All right, not bad.
We'll cover that too, Cosmic War.
Not bad, not great, but you know.
No, I mean our time wise, we got done in an
hour.
All
right, let's get to take it or leave it. Let's get to take it or leave it.
Like 15 minutes at the front, like we always 15 minutes.
Our waste. That's not a waste.
Well, I mean, our lead in, we getting comfortable, relaxed, and catching up with everybody.
All right, let's get in. Hey, Marv.
Woo!
Marv. Woo!
All right, where is it? Take it or leave it. Let's. All right, so freely admit I didn't get a lot of reading done yet today, and some of the shit I read we're not reviewing.
That's how it goes. It's what shows up at your store. You can read what shows up at your store. Hopefully, this will be last week or two.
Some of these books, like my pops was picking it up, and he called me. He's like, because we had snow. We got snow today, so he was like, He's like, you'll be home tomorrow.
It's getting worse right now. It's worse right now. Just dumped.
But we're going to start off with One World Under Doom. I did get to this one.
I want to hear what your opinion is on this. First off, I got the Doomosaurus cover, which I'm fucking complete waste of my time. But
yeah, I think I got the JTC, the John Tyler Christopher Negative Space. I usually like those. Even though that one, I didn't love it. It
was between the two, and I dropped the JTC. I should have taken the JTC.
I honestly, I was kind of bored.
There's a part in there that has to deal with Baron Zemo that I thought was going to be really good.
And then they undercut it. And I'm like, what? Yeah. I know exactly. That's what part of what it was. Like, there's stuff I got excited for, and then all of a sudden, they pulled the rug
I was
out
like, oh, it's going to be cool. I was like, this whole thing is going to be cool. At first, I was like, okay, this is kind of dumb. Then I was like, oh, wow, this is going to get cool. And then I was like, okay, this is cool. And then I was like, oh, wow, this is really fucking stupid.
Oh, now they just got rid of that.
It wasn't just on the JTC. I actually, just reading through the book, the back middle part where I was holding the book with my thumb, split the book on the dinosaur one cover.
You mean
like now there's the like to split the paper. You want me to go get it?
Split the paper. Did you like your thumb stick to it?
I didn't. No. It looks like somebody tore the paper. Like through 3 or 4 pages.
What did they use for this?
they used a tissue paper. It was fucking horrible. I don't know.
Charmin?
with the new wavy cuts so they don't rip.
Right.
Very light paper, my friends. And the quality of paper of this book is dog shit. So Cosmic Wonder wasn't just that one. It was.
I expected more. I wanted to be more.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
More into it, and when it got to your point, we started building up. Like, okay, they're building. That's fine. We'll wait for the building. All right, this is kind of cool. We're gonna build towards this little. This will probably take us a couple issues. This thing I think they're building towards will take a couple issues.
We'll take a couple issues.
No, it's already been taken care of. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, they introduced the threat, and it was like, that's cool. And then they were like, oh, threat's done. I'm like, wait, what? I don't even really understand how the threat's done, but like, whatever. I don't care. Because now I just don't care.
Kind of like if you got excited for the Star Wars prequels, and they get you all excited for the Clone Wars, and all they give you is Trade Federation shit.
I like, whatever.
Negotiation.
Okay, thumbs down.
Let's talk about blockades.
Thumbs down!
Yeah, I didn't love it. I gotta be honest. I mean, I'm still gonna get it, and it's an event. Hopefully, it gets better. But
I'm with you. Like this, like even like usually like the art. I didn't like the art in this either.
Yeah,
like I mean, there's like Captain Marvel and Scarlet Witch looked like men in there. Like their faces were like not good.
I really want my refund.
Everything was like. It felt like they were trying to compress so much stuff into each panel and each page. Agreed. That it just didn't like the story was not fun to follow, and then the color, I don't know, it just is not. This was not the way to start off this.
No.
Is terrible. What is this? Is it 9? For some reason I think I got 9 issues in my head. It's gonna be long. Like this is
not for me. It isn't. This is a one and done.
This could have this whole,
this is a hit and quit it, dude.
Issue 3 or 4 because this was not good.
Nah, I still gotta see where they're going again, but yes, I was
not
like
happy. A teenager at a Summers girl camp. Hit it and quit it. Out of here.
Was not happy with the start. But we'll move on. It was what it was. We've got Magic number 2.
Yeah, our Charlton.
And no, she wasn't wearing these torn up WWE wrestling pants.
Dude, I actually passed on this cover. There's plenty of these covers.
There's a couple of good ones.
There's another good cover. I can't remember.
The Lobos is pretty good.
The Lobos. Yeah, I took the Lobos. I really like the Lobos on this.
Me too.
Dude, I'm actually almost gave Majik a thumbs down. But I'm going to give it a quick thumbs up because I didn't like the beginning of this. Like what I wanted to happen after 1 happened in this book, but it didn't happen to the end.
I got you. No, and that's fine. I enjoyed this. Overall, when I first started reading, I'm like, I don't want to take this time. They're sitting down.
I quick a thumbs up.
Who gives a shit? But by the time I got to the end, I'm like, all right, this is kind of fun.
So
you said
we read the first issue. I remember this was the one with the grandma.
Yes,
there was a grandma with the magical witch. Yeah, all that was in the first issue that happened, right? And that was pretty decent. But you're right. This first half of this book where they're sitting in the coffee shop.
Yeah, coffee shop. And the waitress is like trying to pick her up to, hey, we're going to a show.
Like come on. Like really, it was like so.
I want to get it. I want to get down there. I want to get into limbo. I want like that Majik for people that don't know, like the limbo portion is great for her.
Like it always has been. Wiser dart to the face. It just slowed up. The beginning of this is just like,
oh, it's so slow.
I didn't want to get going. Like,
I put it down and then picked it back up and was like, there's no way it can be this bad. And then started over again. And it was like, oh, this.
I did too. I started reading this first and then I put it down and said, I'm going to fucking read Doom. Not that was much better. And then I went back.
I ended up reading Bug War, but all right.
I didn't get my Bug War.
What do you got on this, Dub?
Yeah, where would you end up on it though? I know you don't love the X universe, but for just this on her own,
it ended strong, so she gets that crooked thumbs up. But before that last couple pages, it was going to be a thumbs down.
I have to agree. But he's been right on this Majik book, dude. Yeah. He has been.
Crooked thumbs up for this one because it finished strong.
All right.
It was fun. It's like this is our Buffy revamp right here.
Yeah, right.
All right, here we go. Now we get to the point where I do want to read this, but I did not get this today, so I wasn't able to check out Green Lantern Corps number 1.
It's all you
want. Okay.
And I'm a fan. I'm a Green Lantern guy. The Jeff Johns run.
Hold on. This is really good. It was good.
Was it?
Short. Like super short. Like I want to page count this, but afterwards I was like, man, I think I got ripped off. Because like it wasn't a lot of, I mean, here, but this is also 2
words.
No, well, there wasn't a lot of words or a lot of pictures. But there, I mean, the pictures, I'll tell you this, the art was great because the background when they're there's like every character ever in it, which is amazing. And actually, spoiler alert, under the radar from now on we're gonna keep doing more and more Green Lantern Corps stuff because they're incorporating so much stuff.
There's a lot of fun Green Lantern stuff you could do.
I mean, it's kind
of like just people in the background, like, who's that? Oh, that's the squirrel dude. Oh, yeah.
There's Broccoli Head. Yeah. So I will tell you this, just get it off the ground. It had its like slower moment parts into it. Not actually in the beginning, but like in the mid portion. But like overall, they switched characters so fast that it was so good. But the book did feel like, man, what am I paying for this book? Because it's definitely don't buy foils and shit because you ain't getting your money.
Only $3.99.
Well, I mean, that's why. Okay, so it's a $3.99.
They're supposed to have drawn the line at $2.99, but this was $3.99.
Yeah, they were. They're supposed to draw the line at $2.99. It was $3.99. I mean, that's fair. $3.99 is fair for that, I guess, then, because that's a fair price I'd be willing to pay.
I wish more.
There were more. I'd be willing to pay. What's that?
I wish there were more $3.99 titles.
I mean, they should have drawn the line at $2.99. Obviously,
dude, I had that up in my cubicle at work way back in the day.
They did not draw the line at $2.99. Unfortunately,
they did not.
So all right, but no, I mean, for $3.99, then I guess. I mean, I would just charge me $5 then and add more pages.
Full or crooked?
I'm full up. It was really good.
All right.
It was fun. It was a fun read. I'll tell you that. It was a fun read.
All right.
But I read this after Doom too, so I also read this right after Doom. So take it with a grain of salt.
Fair enough. That's our only DC title of the week, and now we have a few indie books for you. Starting off with The Ominous Shadow from Geiger 10, now into Geiger 11.
Okay, the reason why we're doing 11 is because in 10 they introduced that oddity character, the female Geiger character,
the glowing woman.
Yeah, the glowing woman.
There's a whole second print that came out.
Yeah.
Today and everything. So
yeah,
that bit's not a spoiler.
No, plus it's a month later.
Exactly.
And I guess the reason why I was interested in this book is to be like, yo, dude, is it like this is where the character development actually happens with this character, right? And like, what's the like? And I'm not gonna spoil it.
Was she like because again, I'm like 2 issues behind on this. This is another reason why I didn't read to this one yet.
I'm not going to talk about
the last page splash appearance.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
it wasn't much of her. No, well, it just wasn't. You want some development.
You get the cameo. Who's this?
Well, I mean, still, no, you knew who it was, but like, so then, well, maybe it's because they just told everybody. But then again, I got confused with 12 because 12 she's on the cover, so I think they're doing first cameo full, whatever they're trying to do on it.
First origin background.
Yeah, first origin, but they kind of got some of her power stuff here. I thought I like the series anyways. I was talking to a guy in it. He's like, you grabbing Geiger, huh? Before, and I was like, all right, I already grabbed it. I was like, yeah, of course. I was like, I already grabbed it. And then I talked him into grabbing, what's it? The Camelot books. What was that one called?
Cruel Kingdom?
Yeah, Cruel Kingdom. And talked him into grabbing the other ghost book, the one that we like, East Street or whatever it's called.
Hyde Street.
High Street, yeah.
High Street's pretty good. Yeah.
High Street's good. So, but yeah, I mean, still, this is really good. I thought they did a good job because they didn't give you everything about her. They didn't like rush everything out and do everything, but they gave you enough about the character where it's like, okay, we're gonna drag this on another one, but it's not like we at least gave you something about the new character.
Okay,
so
fair enough.
Right. So you went to a comic shop that you don't work at, but then you were selling things that didn't belong to you to other people. Is that what happened?
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
Because I just took a little.
That happens a lot. That happens a lot.
I was going to say because my wife just told me to come and tell you that's exactly what Marco does when he comes over to our booth. Because remember when Marco came to our booth and was selling charms and selling stuff?
And I do it a lot. I do that a lot.
She goes,
hey, what can you
do? He's walking to the booth and started selling stuff. Put him to work.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's there to fucking not sell stuff, right? Like.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, if you're passionate, like, I mean, it's kind of a weird thing because I sell and like I'm a fan. So like, I read tons of books, and like, if I like it, I'm gonna tell you that I like. I mean, that's why we do tech, right? Like,
Yeah,
I want the stuff to continue. I mean, you know,
I want to keep going. Absolutely,
you should have seen me with what's his name?
That's the only reason this whole channel exists, because I like talking about this stuff.
No shit. That's exactly why this channel exists.
So
but if you ever, I mean, that's literally when Pete was like, "Hey, dude, you want to just go do my channel thing?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, because I want to talk about stuff I like." And he's like, "Yeah, we can do it, whatever." And that's how Cat got.
I don't want to hear this bullshit about, "Hey, let's pump this book." And
pump these books. But when the Cruel book, I literally was like, "Look at the art here," and then and then switches up, like, let's see. And then the owner's daughter comes out, and she's like, ah, and I was like, "Okay, slow down. Let's let this guy get in here." And then he gets into it, and everything turns out well. And yeah, he picked him up, which is good. I mean, it's just good. It's like it's good to see people because they'll talk to you. I mean, sometimes it takes a weird turn, but like, and this is a regular there too.
Yeah,
so,
it doesn't matter. That's the whole point.
Yeah, I mean, I probably sold him like actually 4 more books than he was going to buy. And I'd already bought Geiger.
Stuff to him. Yeah,
exactly.
As weird as our community is, it's still a community.
Yeah,
so, you know.
Yeah, I feel bad. I probably cost that guy about another $25, but whatever.
No, I think you got him good stuff to read. Like, so I mean, it's not.
Yeah, I'm not going to
spend that money on garbage anyway. You got him good books.
Yeah, fair.
Now, if you would have sat here and told me, you know, I talked up Creeper to him like the whole time we were there, and then I'm like, come on. Let that shit go.
Yeah. Probably not.
You're not trying to sell him a Liefeld book or something, you know? I mean, it's come on.
Holy shit! I'm getting started on that.
I left that out of the news. I didn't want to go down that path today.
How the hell you put yourself in anyway?
Hey, I've told you guys he's an asshole. I've told you this for years. Years ago, I used to get backlash for saying that he's an asshole. Now people realize that the guy's an asshole.
He put himself in the fucking book.
He's an asshole.
What kind of dumb shit is that?
He's an asshole. What do you expect? If he this is what I'm surprised. I'm surprised that people are still surprised that Rob Liefeld's an asshole.
Like, no, this is not what I'm surprised about. That's not what surprises me. What surprises me about this week in particular is Marvel. That no one on the editorial side said no.
Well, it's already gone by the time.
You know what I mean? Like, no, we're not gonna. Why are we gonna print this? From the stupid storyline of putting himself in the goddamn book to the shitty covers that I did on Wednesday Watch, like legit, my man.
You want to know why? Because you think, hold on,
learn anatomy before you do cut.
Dude, hey, okay, here I'm gonna be the boss at Marvel, right? Yeah, Geiger was good. Geiger was good. So I'm gonna be the boss at Marvel. Pete, come here and here. Be the editor and come to the editor in chief, Marco, of Marvel, with the book and tell you what's happening.
Hey, boss. Liefeld just submitted these covers for these Deadpool team up books, and they're dog shit.
Yeah. But here, hold on. We talked about this 100 times. Hold on. Here's the thing, editor Pete. We talked about this 100 times. Donkeys buy bullshit. Like, if you can explain why anybody ever buys any Liefeld shit.
Hey boss. Yeah, I understand that. Give me 5 minutes with the fucking editing equipment we got in the back, and I'll fix it.
No, that's gonna cost more money than I want and more time wasted on that.
Take me 5 minutes.
No, hey, it's all right. They're gonna buy it either way.
5 minutes.
Buy it either way.
I'll fix it.
No, they're gonna buy it either way. Don't waste your time with that. That's why. Now tell me that he's got the character of him in the book. Say, hey, boss.
In the book.
Yeah, nobody reads that shit anyways. If you read that shit, have you ever read a Liefeld book? It's literally diarrhea. So nobody obviously is reading it because we're still selling the books. So don't worry. He can put whatever he wants. He could have middle fingers in there. Nobody's going to read it. Nobody's ever going to open that book.
Nobody's going to open it.
To be fair, that all right. That's a true statement. But when people do open the book, it still reflects poorly on us.
Never. All right. Next book. No. Hey, Meyer, we're not there yet, but no, absolutely.
All right. Next up, again, I gotta wait. This one is on the way. This is part of my DCBS order, so I'm not gonna get this probably for another week or so. Yeah. But I do really dig this cover, and I always get the B cover horror homage covers, and I just really like this one.
Dude, this thing. First off, this is harder than a pain in the ass to see. Like, this is tough, and I will tell you this too. Non-biased. We all know my relationship with Tony. And Trish, and Tone. I mean, all three of them. But after 10, I called Tony up and I was like, "Hey, man, it's talking about something." And I said, "Hey, man, holy shit, 10." Well, I swore. I said, I was like, "Holy fucking shit, 10," and "Holy shit, cat lady," like, "Holy shit," like. and I'd been behind on this. I hadn't been reading up to it or whatever. And even with Feral, I didn't review it that week because I didn't read it that week because I kind of leave it. Plus, I don't like to talk about friends' work, because what am I going to do? Shit on it?
I hear you.
I mean,
but again, don't spoil this because I'm looking forward to this because this is some good stuff.
Or wait, 9. Was it 9? Yeah, it was 9.
Yeah, 10 just came out. So
yeah,
10 just came out.
When 9 came out, I was behind on 9, so we didn't review it here, and then read that in Cat Lady. And all I'm going to say is, when I finished 9, eventually when I talked to Tone the next time, I said, "Holy shit, man!" Like, fucking. He's like, "Just wait till 10 comes out." And I was like, "Okay, cool. Can't wait till 10 comes out." He didn't fail. Like, 9 and 10 are just. I wish I could spoil. Can I spoil it? They're just holy shit moments. Like, all I'm going to say is Cat Lady about 9. And I'm not going to say anything about 10, but I'm going to give it a thumbs up. And I am going to tell you whatever you thought about Stray Dogs the first time you saw it, and whatever you felt about any other book they put out since in any of the lines. The moment with the dogs killing the dudes in Stray Dogs, like, or if it's the moment that the guy kills the dog, whatever your part of Stray Dogs you thought was the greatest part, they just gave you fucking shit on this one. And then this book, I went to 4 stores. I had to call Buddy to actually get this. I got the A copy. I didn't get this copy. I did. Somebody got it for me because I didn't pre-order it. But this copy, for some reason, people are loving this book. I don't think some of the people are reading it, but they're loving this cover. But read the book, especially like, don't worry about it. Sure, go support our friends. Read 1 through 8, but picked it up at 9 if you haven't, and start reading at 9.
No, I've said it before. Yeah, this is a good story. I mean,
the story's good all the way. But
even Spears will tell you if something's not good. I'll tell you when something's not good.
Yeah, right. But 9, holy shit!
I might sugarcoat it and be like, well, give him a benefit of the doubt. But no, this is actually good.
Yeah.
I thought initially going in, I was like, shit, we're just gonna get Stray Dogs again, but this is not Stray Dogs.
Not Stray Dogs at all.
Completely different.
Not Stray Dogs at all
on its own.
But I mean, it was okay. But it was like, because it wasn't Stray Dogs. I think sometimes I was thinking in my head like, okay, this isn't Stray Dogs, so it's refreshing and good. Like, I liked what they were doing in the beginning of it, but when it hit 9 and the Catwoman, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck, bro? Like, yeah. Yeah, so double thumbs up on this one. Good job. Good job to the good job to the homies.
I'll give it to you.
And great cover.
I'll let you have both.
Yeah, great cover. Yeah.
I'll let you have both. I love this cover. This film Fangoria vibe kind of thing going on.
It was good.
It was
tough. It was tough. I got to shout out Brian the Gray actually for picking me up one because I couldn't find it by any of the stores by me. So.
And then I went with the peach, regular peach.
This is actually what I bought. I bought this one. This is Peach Momoka.
Yeah, it's a good peach cover. I mean, again, she could be hit and miss, but this was I like
stock cover.
The other one looked like the dude from Sectars. That's why I didn't.
You're right. You're right.
Silk cover.
No, it's different.
The eyes. The webbing background, sure, might have been redone from a silk cover.
This book's a roller coaster. It first off, the art, fuck yeah. But it starts wild as shit. It starts to calm it down and then gives you like a mystery. It starts off like straight action. Gives you a little mystery thriller. Then comes back and like it's like fantasy action. Then gets into reality mystery thriller. Then turns into just something that it's like, okay, I could see where this is going. It could be all right. And then at the end just goes like, and fuck what you thought. And we're going to end it here. So.
See, I do. I'm going to check this out once I got an opportunity.
Everybody's saying like, it's so great. Everybody's saying it's so great. And I'm not saying it's not good.
No, people are even asking, even people from when I did the watch list, and I just talked about the covers of this damn book. People are asking, is this a good spec book? I'm like, dude, I don't know.
No, a spec book. I mean, it's not Saga. I'll tell you that. It definitely ain't Saga. And it definitely isn't something that'll be optioned. Or maybe they'll option it, but it's never going to be made. But
people said that about Saga.
They're going to make Saga?
I think somebody optioned it. Doesn't mean they're gonna make it.
No, they're not gonna make Saga. What are they gonna do? Giants with small dicks? They're not doing that.
We've seen Stranger Things. Not the show Stranger Things, but we have seen Stranger Things on television.
Oh, blue penis, yeah, probably. What was I gonna say?
Yeah, blue penises and Watchmen. We got a bunch of weird stuff on shows.
Either way,
American Gods had some wild shit.
I'm gonna give this book. So here's what I'm gonna tell you about this book. I'm gonna give this book a quick thumbs up because all the parts of the whole
TV head people fucking. We can't have that. Yeah, we can have that.
Okay, all the parts of the whole of this book, except for one.
Aaron.
Besides one part of this book, all parts of this book were very good. So, like, no matter which way it looks like it can go, it's pretty good. Aaron is really good at doing solid work. So I'll tell you that I think this book isn't the greatest thing. It's like I said, it's not Saga, right? But it's a solid piece. It's a solid start for a solid piece of work with solid art in it.
Well, let it build. Let it build. You got one issue. You don't compare it to like Saga right off the bat. I hate when people do that anyway.
No, I didn't. But I was just I
know exactly what you're saying. But all I'm saying is, hey, well, all right, you liked it enough. Let's give it time to be its thing, and then we'll.
I'm trying to figure out what. I'm trying to figure out
like when people start calling like, oh, he's the next Peyton Manning after one preseason game.
Yeah,
let's fucking slow the roll and just let them.
Yeah,
play.
Dude. Yeah, I mean, you can be Jared Goff. You don't have to be fucking, Tom Brady. Like you're still good. I think that's kind of where we're at with this right now. So
yeah, it doesn't even shit. Last year, everybody CJ Stroud. I know nobody would come out with that strong for rookie season. And then fucking Jaden Daniels said, "Oh yeah, I'll show you what a rookie season looks like."
Well, either way, I mean, I'm definitely picking up number 2 to see where it goes. But I think 2 is going to be the maker. If they do the same shit they did in 1, I'm not going to read much after it. But
fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, they put a lot. There's a lot in this book.
Anything, but I get what you're saying without no context.
There's a lot in this book. There's a lot in this book. It's like a bipolar like story going on. So as far as like content of a story, you know what I mean? Not inside the story. Well, maybe somebody inside the story. Whatever. Right. Okay, take it.
Well, from here we got to go to the old stuff. So let me run the thing.
Okay.
We got some old books.
All right. Hey, shout out. Hopefully BK. Hope everything's good, buddy. One of these books he recommended a while back, but guess what? It came out with a facsimile today. So I decided to do 2 facsimile books.
I went Marvel first.
So that you all could pick it up. Facsimile number 1, Fantastic Four, number 2 came out, which is, it's just a reprint, right?
Yeah.
I love, dude, the best part about this, where the number 2 is placed. It's right in the middle of the book. That's where it was before. It's awesome. I thoroughly enjoy it. They do a great job with this. And 2, I might add, with all the facsimiles.
Number 2 in the middle of the goddamn page.
With the facsimiles,
like that
too.
Fucking window that reads coming through.
Right. With the facsimiles, too, they do the original ads inside, which is still funny. I forgot what. Oh, I was checking out the daughter of the owner, Bob's daughter was. I'm not gonna say what her name is. I shouldn't have said what his name was. She was laughing because the other book
said Bob.
The other book had a
what a unique name.
Oh, you got the foil, dude. This is the problem with the foil. It's $3 more.
Yeah,
I'm not paying $3 more for it. But if you like it, Cosmic One.
The problem with the foil is because Marvel they charge whatever they charge, but they don't put the goddamn price. Like there's no MSRP on the fucking cover. Like DC says at least our foil's $6.99. Marvel's like, you guys do what you like.
It's on the back though.
Is it on the back?
Yeah, it says on the back they do the UPC. I think. Yeah, because she told me there. I was like, how much more is it? $2? She's like, no, 3. I go, the fuck.
I also don't buy the foils because I don't need them to be shiny.
This is a fun book. It's kind of wild. This book is so wild because 1, it's got way too much shit in it. But number 2, you see. Like this is number 2. This is our second introduction to Fantastic Four. And guess what they do? They give us a fake Fantastic Four team, like not a real one. And the fucking army is trying to shoot like people and stuff. Like I mean, they didn't even send the police. It was wild, bro. This is I didn't know this was this wild. I forgot. Like, you know what I mean? I forgot how wild, because it makes sense later on, like the scrolls and everything else, but like when it happened, it's just so effing wild.
And how much Thing looked like Clayface in this goddamn book?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like
and then the disappearing and everything else. But overall, great stuff. A+. Thumbs up, thumbs up. I mean, this is, but at this period of time of Fantastic Four, this is the time that I like the Fantastic Four. Because like this is the time that reminds me of the
it is what it is. I mean, I read it as well, but to compare it again to today's comic books, there's a lot in here. I mean, they almost chapter this shit out where this could have been four issues. This issue could have been 4 issues today.
Yeah, pretty close. I mean, not for $6.99 it could.
I don't know. They'd fucking try.
I mean, dude, they were doing 10th panels on that shit. It was like, I was like, damn, bro. Like, they fit a lot in there. But you got to remember, too, they have to format it because the book was bigger size-wise back then, too. So, you know,
it cost 10 whole cents. So, I mean, it's...
you got to get a lot for your dime back in the day.
Right, exactly.
Especially when you got these little green men. They look
no, shut up, guys. No. What I'm saying is
I'm being serious. I'm being
but it was a wider format, too, though. Like, that extra 0.2 of an inch makes a difference, like, on how the layout is.
Yeah.
So
a lot of panels.
10 cents back then is damn expensive, bro.
100%.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
A lot of value.
I like $6.99 is.
All right. I don't think I ever read this before. I'm sure
I don't think I did either. Like actually sat down and read this.
I didn't, and I did this time, and it was like exactly what I expected a comic from this time to be. It was exactly the story that I thought, like the kind of I didn't know it was going to happen, but exactly the kind of story that I thought I was going to see. And like you said, the whole fake Fantastic Four at the beginning was great. Right off, I mean, I had a suspicion that it was going to be something like that, but it was still fun to read. Highly recommend it. Thumbs up. This is easy. Go spend your
first appearance of Kyle Scrolls
and read it. Yeah, I mean, read this. It's something you need to read. So, if you're a fan of comics, you should read this book.
Yeah, it's good. It really, I just think it was really gutsy to have that story play out when you just introduce characters. It really,
you don't see that that often.
Nope.
We slow play everything these days.
Yes, as the Magic Book will tell you.
DC will tell you something though, with their facsimile this week.
So I guess I have to give this a half credit to BK. Maybe
he wanted this particular issue.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was. Maybe he just looked down the road to see it. All right, Batman 610. This is part of the Hush storyline. This is the second book in the Hush storyline. Third book in the Hush storyline. Oh, maybe you recommended the second one. I don't know. Either way, so I'll give him no credit whatsoever because he doesn't deserve any.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Hush started with 608, and then Hush shows up in 609, and then this is kind of his origin, a little bit backstory, again, a little bit. Either way,
they did a facsimile of this today.
Yes. Yeah. Unnecessary. This is my point.
I would agree with that. I will agree it's unnecessary.
It's unnecessary.
The book in itself.
609 is an expensive book. That's like $40-$50 these days.
Yeah.
So doing a facsimile for $5, I get it. But let's not act like, what was this? What year was this? 2003? Like this isn't printed on like toilet paper. Like, oh well, it's printed on better paper now. So it's
you can find it too. You can find it
for less than $5. You can go.
Spoiler! Stop! You're gonna ruin stuff, dude. Don't talk about it later. Well, because I have it in the UDR.
Oh, who cares? That's not spoiling.
Well, it's part of the UDR, dude. Okay. Anyways, but the storyline overall and the art, I forgot. Like, this is one story and one arc that I thought both the storyline and the arc was super good. Like when Batman does hit home runs, this is the difference between Batman and like Superman or Batman and Captain America. When Batman hits home runs, it's home runs. He does. He is like, he's all or not, right? He's either going to hit a home run or he's not going to hit a home run. And this is a home run. Like this book was a home run. Like I know it's just a middle of the line book, but it's still, it's good. It's good.
I hear you. Well, reviewing the 610 in and of itself.
Yeah, 610. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Even 610 was
the
good.
Facsimile part of it, that's secondary. You don't need the facsimile. Just get the original. But I'll agree with you. It wasn't the best issue in the run, but it does give you a lot of context, gives you a lot of background, and gives you some cool fight scenes. And you get Bats making out with Catwoman, and you also get Killer Croc fighting shit. And
yeah. And wanting his money back.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. All right.
Dub, anything on this one?
I did not get a chance to read. I read it before, but not. I mean, it was great when I remember reading it before. But
that's all. That was the same book.
Yeah,
it's the same book.
It's been a while, so I don't remember this.
Yeah, it's a look back, man. It's a look.
What happened in this issue? Yeah, I forgot about the Catwoman making out in this issue.
That was kind of the end. So if I spoiled it, sorry guys.
Sorry.
20-year-old book. Sorry.
Well, yeah, 20-year-old book. Sorry, I spoiled it. But shit, they're selling it to you again.
All right.
With that said, let's go over to see what's new on Netflix this past week. I figured I'd start with Netflix because...
Did you watch it? Because you usually don't watch Witchers.
I do. I still haven't finished the last season of Witcher, but I did watch this cartoon movie. Yes. Even though I did fall asleep. And my wife laughed at me because she heard that I fell asleep and I had to wake up and I had to rewind it and go back. I'm like, what happened? I had to wake up, I had to go back, and I finished it. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. But I did finish it.
What do you got?
You want me to finish?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, finish up. You're halfway there.
It's like an episode of. It's like a Witcher episode. Not too dissimilar to maybe an episode I feel like we've seen. I don't know. He was all right.
Little Mermaid?
Well, it was also a bit Little Mermaid.
I thought it was good. Okay, I'll just go.
Here's my one problem. What in the fuck was that song in the middle?
That was the problem with this?
That was my problem with it. I'm not talking about with Jasker. They're singing. He's playing an instrument. I'm not talking about those songs. I'm talking about all of a sudden we had a fucking Disney moment where it was like fucking Ursula making a potion and they did a whole fucking song.
Yeah. I mean, it had a lot of little.
I'm like, what in the shit is going on right now?
No, hold on. You thought that's the problem? The Juniper thing's the problem. Why are we like
Yennefer?
Yeah, Yennefer. The Yennefer thing. Who gives a shit? Well, yeah, but we don't need 15-minute fucking expose on Yennefer, who's not even going to be.
Kept calling back. Yeah, they kept going back to a character that doesn't even show up in the
for no reason. Overall, pretty strong. You cut the Yennefer stuff off. Whatever her name is. You cut that off. Yennefer. I'm okay with it.
I'm only crooked as much as I like this again.
Yeah, I'm crooked too.
Song, that really threw me for a loop. Also, like you said, with the Little Mermaid storyline and all, it's not the most original idea.
None of it was. It was Romeo and Juliet
from the start.
Romeo and Juliet
in an hour and a half.
Yeah,
this could have been done in an hour. This didn't need an hour.
Oh yeah, hour would have been perfect. Yeah, agreed. Yep.
I don't know if Dub, you sat down to watch this thing. But...
I did not. I have not watched any Witcher, and this week was not a week for watching.
The animation was in and of itself. When we talk about animation, it wasn't bad. It kind of had a bit of a Japanese manga kind of anime kind of vibe.
I liked it. I thought it was
good. So this was the one that took place in between 2 episodes in like the second season or something. That's what we.
Well, there's gonna be another one. I
get it, but this particular movie took place in between 2 previously released episodes.
Yeah, kind of.
Or Pete was upset about that when we initially saw the trailer a few weeks back. I don't remember which season it was. Like,
I mean, it's a standalone story, which is fine in and of itself.
That's good.
But, this is a standalone story. But again, it's once the story starts getting told, you're just kind of like, well, I know where we're going with this.
And they are working on a new game. As Cosmic One has pointed out.
I did love the third game. I will say that. I played the shit out of the third game. So I'd be interested in a 4th game. I've been debating going back, but I'm like, can you really go back? Am I really going to play like a 20-year-old game that's on Xbox 360 at this point to get more Witcher? Probably not.
You didn't watch this, though. You don't want to see Yennefer right now.
I fucking love Yennefer.
So I don't know anything about Yennefer except for,
by the way,
when Conan O'Brien plays video games with one of his interns, and he plays this game, and
Yeah,
he is obsessed with the name Yennefer. And why is it Yennefer? Like, he went off on why it's Yennefer.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
Conan O'Brien playing video games is fantastic. So if you ever,
and then I hate hearing Yennefer like 80 times. In this
Yennefer.
I do. I have a problem with the word name too. I didn't know he did that, but yeah, good for him.
So good. Yeah,
that's fine. Good. I don't mind.
Gingers can be right every once in a while too.
All right. Well, with that, we'll leave Netflix where it is, and we'll see what we got new on Disney Plus this past week. Which, as you guys know, is we got 3 more episodes of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Dang,
do you like that they're doing 3 episodes? I think 3 episodes is too much. I think they should have done 2.
Yeah, 3 is a bit much.
3 is a bit much.
I felt like it was a lot today. I'm like, shit. It's like I had to watch I had to watch a movie last night, then I had to watch it today.
With that being said, these 3, they're kind of an arc. I mean, you technically could do the last one from last week and and the first one for this week.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. You could have broken these up differently. Like, yeah, the 7 and 8 could have went together. We didn't necessarily need 6 included.
Yeah, 6 could have gone with 5 from last week. You're right.
Yeah, your point of 2.
You're right.
We could have kept it on the 2 pace, but
dude, speaking of pacing, the pace of the story is moving great. I love this. I like everything about this. I like everything about it. There's not a criticism I have towards this. Not one. Not a criticism.
Wow. Yeah. Is it over?
No, we got one more group.
Yeah, I think they did too. I agree with you, Consequent.
Seriously, I mean, this is a show I said I didn't want this. I didn't want it. I think we needed it. But they executed this very well.
Dude,
well.
I don't even know how. Like
the characters are likable. The characters are engaging. Like, even though you feel like you know where things are going to go ultimately, but at the same time, you're still on board to see how this plays out.
Like, at one point, I feel like I'm watching it, and at some point going like, oh, I'm going to have to defend an episode eventually. And you're like, no, like I'm going to have to defend something. There's nothing to defend because it's that good.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I was worried. I was worried about, like, well, once we get to see more of, again, I don't want to spoil things, but of like certain characters, and they're like, oh,
they do a great job doing it. Makes sense. Everything makes sense.
Everything that they have done. They're getting there. I'm not saying it's a home run every hit, but they're getting base hits and doubles straight throughout this. They're all getting on base with every episode.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to ruin it. But then by the way, and then they do this, which is really great. At the end of the episode, there's somebody else that we know that's coming next episode. We're gonna see somebody turn into somebody next episode because they tell you at the end of every that's why they do these things. But yeah. So, like at the end of last episode, we knew somebody was coming in 6, that they was going to transform to somebody to 6. There's somebody's going to be transformed to in 9 or whatever. It's cool. I like it. I'll tell you later, Pete.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I was like, what are you talking about? I think I know who you're talking about.
I will send it into the private, and then you can tell me. Actually, I'll do that just so you can tell me if you think, because
I'm really behind on this, so I haven't watched it. I should have some time this weekend to get caught up, though. Theoretically.
Oh.
If the flights leave the airport tomorrow.
That's true. Okay.
Why? Oh, who's going to Florida? Your wife? Oh, tell mom and dad we say hi.
I will send your regards.
You're gonna stay back though, right? Oh yeah. Wait a minute. How she's not gonna do the con this weekend?
The con is next weekend.
Oh, so she'll be back by then.
Yeah, she'll be back. She's only going for a few days.
She's gonna miss NXT Vengeance Day.
She is. She doesn't watch NXT, so she's okay.
She's okay. Send TP. All right, cool. All right. Well, yes. So that's what they're doing. Yeah, because they did the other one that I'm not gonna talk about.
Yeah, cool. The other dude did show up. That was kind of cool. That was.
Let's. Well, we're gonna spoil it.
But hey, that's it. That's all we got. Don't want to belabor the point. That's all we got to as far as our watching habits go for this week. So with that, we'll end our review section. Take it or leave it, and get into Marco's.
Before you start the next thing, I want to just throw out there. So with the delays in comics and we're getting books late and things like that. If you have recommendations of older books, retro books that you want us to read, storylines, recommendations of anything like that, send it to one of us, message us, or leave it in the comments after the show.
Yeah, put it in the comments down below, not the live chat comments. Yeah. After the show comments.
Was it Dark Raven that sent us something? Somebody sent us something. I went to the shop to look for the book that he mentioned, and they were sold out of it, so we couldn't get to that.
Oh, there was.
Kill something. Kill.
Oh, the Kill. I don't think Kill Train came out with a new issue this week.
No, but it was last week, wasn't it? We didn't read it.
I have not read.
I went to go look for it. Either way,
so far.
Okay, I went to look for issue 1, couldn't find it. So we'll try whenever.
It might be a Mad Cave book.
Yeah, it is. So I just want to let him know, like, it's not that we ignored your message. We saw your message. We posted it. We looked for it. I could not get a hold of it. So I'm sorry. I am sorry. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, I just lost the screen. Sorry about that, DK Raven. I looked for it. I'll continue to look for it. I couldn't find it. I should have had. I know where, so I can probably get it. But so
yeah, I still got to check that one out.
Was that last week, DK?
Or it came out the 29th.
I want to say it was the week or so. It was, if not last week, the week before, but it was very recent. The issue 1 came out.
Yeah. 29th.
Well, we tried. So we'll continue to drive. We'll get it. I'll get a hold of one of the copies eventually.
Me too. All right. I should be in the shop soon, so I'll get.
Let's get into the segs.
And well, no, I got to go back and find my thing to give you your intro.
Okay, so I didn't want to do back-to-back bumpers, so I did that in there. Thank you for all the comments that we've received recently, especially in the last 3 weeks, about UDR. I'm glad you guys have noticed the difference that we've put into it and the hard work. I appreciate people naming it their favorite segment.
No. There's no we. The effort that Marco put into the segment.
Okay, well, as a team here, I appreciate.
You did extra work, put an extra effort. That's all.
Well, I mean, it has taken us a while to get this. This is for the people that know. Started off as C-List a long time ago, and we just. It finally, after like 4 years, seems to finally getting its stride. We figured out a way that kind of makes it. We appreciate we as a whole group here at Tack Show. We appreciate all the stuff.
Text here. He's just typing in shit, different fonts and shapes.
Shut the fuck up. I'm just saying in general though, but like there's a format to it too, and like how we were doing it, I was doing it, and whatever. All right, this week Thunderbolts explanation or
asterisks.
Thanking you. Asterisks it is. And then here we go. We use this because we thought it was cool, but it's already been used. So fuck you, Doug.
I didn't see it.
Poster. It was the movie poster.
Yeah, U.S. Agent. That's what we're going to talk about. We're not going to go over all 50 books. The only one we're going to do is 354. When he's the agent. Raw.
Go back to the picture because the actual live action picture of John Walker. I love the
looks like he's pooping his pants.
It's Captain America mashed up with the old dude from Up. Like that. That's his face.
Oh, that is.
Those always make me giggle because I see it. Kurt Russell's son. He doesn't have his dad's charisma. That's
Kurt Russell's son?
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, he first appears. Now, this is like the third time that John Walker appears, but his first third different appearance of him.
He shows up as John Walker, and he also shows up as Captain. Well, he's Super Patriot, and then he shows up as Captain America.
Yeah.
This is U.S. Agent.
This is U.S. Agent 1. Captain America 354. Raw is selling for $17. I'm surprised at that. Actually, not a lot of 9/8, but 9/8 sold for $225 recently. So there you go. Not bad. He's back. Okay.
Well, that's a really hard 9/8 to get because the black cover.
Shut up. What is this, COVID?
This was
30 new to comics.
Not long ago.
There's red in the cover, too.
Everybody says there's black on the cover.
Black cover.
You can't get a 9/8.
I've never graded a book before, but there's black on the cover, so I know it's tough to get a 9/8. You know I hate that.
No, it's almost negative space when you look at it. I'm just saying the way it's drawn, it looks like a negative space cover.
Fucking A. Inhumans, volume number 2, number 5. Everybody knows this book. I'm not doing it. I'm just doing A's. White Widow. What is she? Dude, I got to keep looking at the other picture.
Every time she comes up, I feel like either Dub or I have to write. She has a cooking show.
Yeah. Dude, inappropriate hand placement, by the way, in the other picture on the right.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, because if you look at it fast, you know what I'm saying? Raw average, $45. 157.50. What's that?
There's a gun in her hand.
Yeah, if you look at it quick,
if you want to call it a gun.
You gotta look at it to make sure that's a gun. Because it looks like she's tweaking the rabbit, if you know what I mean.
Doing a little bit of scratching and mixing.
Yeah.
Archer knew it. I think it's the Archer cover.
No, not scratching and mixing. What are you talking about? How are you married? Okay. Next, let's moving along. Red Guardian. Speaking of scratching and mixing, Avengers 43. By the way, you know how we know it's first appearance of Red Guardian?
Oh, we got one right here. It's got his name on it, and he's on the cover right smack in the middle of that.
Here he is.
Look at him.
Here he is. Red Guardian. Can't miss it. Love these covers. Raw average 245, 8.0, $400. By the way, that's the highest grade that sold recently.
Look like it came out. Red Guardian.
Yeah. Red Guardian.
Here he is.
All right, next up. By the way, that's not a bad price, by the way. Not a bad price at all. Next up, okay, we'll explain this. I didn't want to do 80 Buckies. I didn't want to do a bunch of other stuff. So I did Winter Soldier, but technically first appearance Winter Soldier's kind of in #1, but he isn't really Winter Soldier announced because he doesn't show up to the cover, even though he shows up 80 times till #6.
He's not named. He's mostly in shadows. He does stuff. He talks. It's him, but yeah.
But he shows up before 6. 6 just
He's in like a couple of the issues.
Yeah. So Raw averages $22. 9/8 are $175. I'm just letting you know 1 and 6 because those are the ones that are most known.
Because you know what? There's also a B cover that he's on. Yeah, there you go. You got
there. It is. Yeah. So here you go. That's the B cover right there. So he's on the cover. So people, that's when people really got into like.
Oh, that's his first full then.
Exactly. First full. This is his first full. There isn't a cover that's Cap on it. It's opposite reverse with Bucky on it or Winter Soldier. Both sell for almost the exact same price though. Raw averaging around $79 and 9/8 $175. What's very interesting is the actual Raw price for #1 when he is his first appearance is only $22. However, the 9/8 price for both of these books, the average of them is very similar, even though the Raws are not similar at all. That's that's just
interesting. Yeah,
I like how he's holding that's a kill shot. He's holding it sideways.
By the way, you might be able to get the A cover, which sells for similar pricing to the B cover, because people know the B cover, and then they don't. Sometimes they don't look at the number. The number 6.
6 is the number.
6.
Yeah, B cover used to sell for more, but it definitely has evened out.
Yeah. I mean, people are catching on. All right, we got a little bit of gender swapping, but that is what it is. We know it. We've seen it before. She is Taskmaster, and there's no she Taskmaster, so she's Taskmaster. So we're doing first appearance of Taskmaster because it's a character. Doesn't matter, right? Avengers.
Was it really the end of the world?
Hold on, though. This isn't even Taskmaster's first appearance.
Well, there is that.
Dub, I know what you're going to say. Dub, what are you going to tell me?
Wait a minute. It says Taskmaster right on the cover, and Taskmaster, I mean, it's the only character on the cover. How is that not the first appearance?
Because, as you know, you great TAC fans who've watched this before, technically, we'll go through 196 first. Raw average $75, 9/8 $900. Newsies $10.57.5. But wait, there's more. George Press, thank you very much. Taskmaster actually shows up in 195, and it's not small. It is his first appearance. However, nobody likes this fucking cover
because it's got a shit cover.
Yeah, shit cover. So Raw sell for $23. Actually,
I don't know what's going on in this cover. It looks like it's got Power Girl on it, and then it's a fucking ant army, and then we got like GI Joe dudes getting shot in the face.
I'll say ant
attacks. Like 3 feet behind where their shoulders are. There's a lot of things going on here.
But I will tell you this. I will tell you this about this book.
He's in the back, and it's him.
Yeah, it's him. Number 2. This book is actually starting to see a little bit of heat. This used to be like a $10 book or less. Now averaging $23 for Raws. 9/8 are going up to $127.
Oh yeah. This was $10
on average. This used to be people weren't grading it, and if they were, the 9/8 were selling for $60. Now they're selling. I mean, I would tell you that the majority of them are selling for $100, and then you get one or two that sell for like $130. You know what I mean? But one for 35, 36, somewhere around there. So they average out to one.
Yeah, this was like standard, on eBay's it was like 10, 15, but it's standard like, hey, convention, $5 box.
$5 books. Yeah,
$5 box type of book. This is what you would find.
This is actually one that now you can still go back because they haven't repriced and find it in the $5 bin, and it's like, okay, or they moved it up to $10 and you're like, okay, cool, because you eBay priced it and now it's like double the price, so it's worth it. Plus the 9/8 are finally worth grading. Well, kind of. All right, next up, Bob. We've got Bob. I was gonna do the shadow because we actually saw Bob
from the trailer.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Well, not this trailer, but this is from the original.
I don't like that picture. Is he wearing eyeliner? What is this, Tombstone?
Okay, Century number 1. Now there's 2 Century number 1s. This is volume 1.
Kurt Russell and Tombstone's rocking eyeliner throughout that picture, and if you didn't notice.
Nobody asked you your opinion on that. Raws are selling for $85. 9/8 $275. Taking a smallest of ticks up by a couple bucks on both of these on averaging. However, Pete makes me do this book because he likes this 1 in 15. Raws are $100. 9/8 are $265. The actual 9/8 price is maybe down $1 or $2, and the raw price is maybe up $1 or $2.
I still remember finding this for $5 and then selling it for $50 pretty quickly.
Yeah,
that's why I like it. I just remember that was a good find.
Yeah, and it is a good find because it's a terrible cover. All right.
Yeah, let's not pretend like the Jay Lee's the greatest goddamn cover in the world either. It's just glowy bits.
Say it was.
I don't even know where.
Negative space. Negative space. First negative space. Shout out. First negative space. Should sell for 3 times as much.
Not negative space.
Negative space. You don't know negative space, dude?
It's just empty.
Whatnot. Yeah. Now, I've never sold a book before, but negative space. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Iron Man, the Ghost. Here, let's explain the Ghost. So there is a character that Ghost was based off of named Ghost. Now, we do know in the movie it's the female, but it is literally the original Ghost character, or the only Ghost character in the comic books, is the male version. That is exactly the female version. Same character.
It's exactly the same, and even Iron Man still trying to tune in Tokyo right there on the cover.
He is.
See it.
Hey, Dub, why do we know that this is the Ghost's first appearance?
Well, I mean, it's right on the cover, and it's a ghost-like character right on the cover.
Well, it says the Ghost in the machine, and it's
the Ghost.
Yeah. All right, Iron Man 219. Oh, damn, those white covers. Hard 9/8.
Oh, yeah. It's a white cover.
Not hard 9/8 because they're old Iron Man books that nobody fucking read. But yeah, hard 9/8 because that. 9/8. Wait, what?
What?
Oh, the high for 9/8 is $350. The low for 9/8 is $250. I couldn't give you the average because there's a high book that sold for $350. There's a low book that sold for $250.
High grade 9/8.
No, it's high and low. Okay.
Okay.
And the problem with it was there was just shit all in between. The 9/8 sells, it just depends. And by the way, these aren't like months apart or date. Sometimes it would be like the 250 happened, then the 350 happened, and then after that, a 275, and then after that, a 310. And I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing?
And it wasn't like a newsstand direct?
No. Okay. They're all.
I don't think it was like a Mark
Jewelers. No, yeah, no,
or anything like that.
No, because they're so off with like the pricing on it. Anyways, raw average is $17, but those aren't 9/8. I'll just let you know that. White.
Fair enough.
Cover's so hard to get a 9/8 in. Okay.
Well, you just take an eraser, you
should take an eraser to it. That's what you should do. Remember that? Wasn't there some idiot going around on the internet telling people to take
erase the dirt? Erase all the dirt.
Never heard of gloss before.
Erasing the art
from all these people came back. Their books were all jacked up. They're like, "What? It says amateur restoration. Wait, it says that there's the gloss is missing on this section. What the hell?" All right. Now let's get into it. Now that we've once again covered the Thunderbolts, which, by the way, the books have been pretty steady. Couple bucks up here, couple bucks down there, couple bucks up here, just there. It has been a pretty awesomely steady market for those books. That is the conclusion, by the way.
Well, we got 3 months. We got 3 months to see if any more rises are on the way.
I know, but you used to see these great dips and falls, like waiting for the trailer after.
Well, the old days, we'd be done. Like, hey, we got the trailer.
Done. Yeah.
Like, who gives a shit when the movie comes out?
Yep.
Now people still get excited when the movie comes out.
Yeah, I like it high as HG. It's cool. Hey, see, look at this. There he goes, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. All right. Our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
I like HI. That makes sense because it's the fucking word.
Anyways, so we know that Scorpion showed up there, but he's kind of made his spoiler alert. They already told you at the preview of the last episode. But if you haven't watched this week, we get to see Scorpion as Mac as Scorpion. So I decided we'll talk Scorpion, and guess what?
Well, they also didn't fucking hide it. It's the name of the fucking episode too. It's like Enter the Scorpion or some shit. It's episode 7.
So here we go. This is actually something that some people might not know, and maybe this is why you should look for. But because everybody, when they have Spider-Mans, they know by the character on the front cover that's first appearance. We always say that all the time, Dub, right? How do we know that's first appearance Scorpion? Because
Scorpion's on the cover and the name is right there. I mean, they make it easy for you,
right? Except for what's the first appearance of Mac? Ooh, spoiler alert! We're gonna get into
definitely it. Do not tell you that in the front cover.
No. All right. Amazing Spider-Man number 20, the first appearance of the Scorpion. Raw's 450. That's like the main flat line. Like there's 10 books over the last month that have sold for 450 in various grades. Obviously, take it for what it's worth. You know, those are probably around the 6s, 7s. Not probably. They're probably around 5s. I'll be honest with you, 5s and 6s. However, Raw low grades 150. So it's either they're selling for 450 or in that range, or they're selling for 150. 150 is really low grade if you get it. Here we go. I tried to give you the 6.0 because a lot of the books I was looking in that 450 range looked like 5 to 6 to me. But you know, grade at your own risk, I guess. It's the interwebs. 7.0 is going for 935. I still think at a 7.0, if you are a first appearance key main story villain for Spider-Man, you should be a minimum of $1,000. So I think it's still a little bit underrated, but it's catching up because before it was only, you know, in the 750 range. So it's kind of getting up there towards $1,000. I think $1,000 over the next year or so is probably going to be the standard bearer for this book. Once again, hold on. Once again, Silver Age Keys, it really is about appearance at every level. So when I'm saying the standard bearer, I'm saying less eye-appealing 7.0s in a year and a half will still generate 1K.
All I was getting at is with the Scorpion angle is like the question of whether Scorpion is closer to Shocker or closer to Doc Ock. And I think Scorpion is one of those weird characters that depending on how he's portrayed, he could just be the opening salvo episode. Hey, we just caught him and he's not the main bad kind of guy.
LG for low grade, not for low. It's for low grade because it's a flat line for low grade. I mean, there's no way I could grade out each book. I mean,
it's broad strokes numbers. Give you a sense.
Here we go. But the book prior to that, which you do find in boxes sometimes and underpriced, just make sure you're checking it out because number 19 is technically the first appearance of Mac, who becomes Scorpion in the next book. So it's cameo Scorpion, first appearance Mac. Raw average, maybe I guess that's how you call it. I don't know. The raw average sale for this book is about 160 in decent grade. Probably around the 6.0 grade in that mid-high level for Silver Age. See, 6.0 is like a mid-high level for, you know, I mean, it's not super high, but it's like high.
3 goofballs at the bottom. Is that there?
The Enforcers.
The Enforcers.
Yep. Those fucking dudes.
Yeah, they showed up in number 10, I think, for the first time.
Yeah. Did they? Okay.
Yeah. Either way, here we go. It's number 19. 6.0 going for $315. Still not a bad book. Not a bad book. This one, let's go white page from hard to shoot. But remember, check the inside, especially around 6.0s and 7s. Off-white to white. White pages are going to do better than tanning pages or anything else. It does really matter what the description is on the color pages on the inside. Okay? But it's good to see this book's jumping up like that. Really good. Is that Belle Div DeVoe? No, it's not. Let's do first.
Now you know.
Belle Div
slick. Blow.
Okay, one other thing that I want to do. Daredevil first meet. This is the fun things. There used to be this
Ringmaster. Why you got to give Ringmasters?
I wasn't doing Ringmaster. This is the first time that Daredevil and Spider-Man meet up in a book. There used to be this really cool website that would do all these things, and they do this in Overstreet, where you'd have first meetups, first change of costumes, first whatever else, second, third, whatever. This is really cool. This is what it is. I just do it because it's something that people do buy. People buy this for the first meetup of Daredevil and Spider-Man. You see him inside. He's got the L suit too. Averaging 250 to 400 was the average sales in this range. 4 O's go for $400. By the way, the books that we're selling raw for this book, unfortunately, you're getting pretty much a raw 4.0 or a graded 4.0 for this price. Interesting point. 4.0 sold for $400. 3.5 after this sold for $405. But I will tell you the 3.5's appeal was a little bit better than the 4.0. So that's we talked about that before. 6.5 selling for $620, which, I mean, when you've got 6 O's of this book selling for $315, obviously a meetup is more important than.
It was a good episode of the show. Like when Daredevil shows up on the show, it was a fun interaction between the two.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
It's the name of the fucking episode.
Spoiler alert. All right. Hey, don't yell at me, yell at Pete. Okay? That's all I'm going to tell you. All right. Next up, we read some books. We read Green Lantern. I told you this is what we're going to start doing.
We, but you read it.
Okay.
I'd like to have read it. I didn't get to read this yet.
It's the proverbial we, as in the tax show read it.
The royal we.
The royal we.
It's me and the driver. I'm not handling the money, taking the calls, driving the car.
I'm trying to get us into a RICO case here. Green Lanterns Corp. Here we go.
I'm just doing Big Lebowski line.
We're going to keep doing more and more of these Green Lantern things because it's the only way we can get through them all before the Green Lantern Corps comes. So we'll feed you through, and we'll do it multiple times so that just like any other book here, you'll just remember them when you see them in person. That is part of the point of doing this. So sometimes, like months from now, you might see the same book, but at least you may not know what's inside it. But when you're flipping through those books, when you're flipping through those, digging.
I almost did this for dollar bin digging tomorrow, but I didn't.
Well, that's
good. It's good.
You should
just because I didn't want to do that tiny hand picture. Look how small that hand is.
Okay, Teen Lantern. Originally in you see it volume 5, number 1. Also a good book for some other little small things. I didn't want to get into all the tiny things that are there, but that's fine. We're just gonna do this. Young Justice, volume 3, number 1. Averaging about $10. It is averaging about $10, which is pretty interesting considering it's a 6-year-old book. And didn't they draw the line at $2.99 at this one?
No.
They
drew
the line at $3.99 here. That's right.
Yeah, no, drawing the line was like New 52. New 52 is when they drew the line. That's fucking Rebirth.
Rebirth. Next up, we have got Green Lantern
universe altering event.
We've got Kyle Rayner, who is sought to be one of the best, greatest of all time, the perfect example of a Green Lantern. And this is going to get a little tricky because it's DC, but also it's DC, so they do the shit anyways. First appearance, Green Lantern, Volume 3, number 48. All right. 9/8 going for highs. There you goes your high, 195. Lows, 66.95, averaging for the 9/8 there. Averaging raw, $18. We are going to have to get a little funny with how we do this. Next up is first appearance. This is the first appearance is Kyle Rayner. Okay.
Yeah, he's just.
Some people say it's just Kyle. Now his first appearance as Green Lantern is in Green Lantern, number 50.
Glow in the dark cover.
Gimmick. It is glow in the dark cover. Yes, it's a gimmick cover. 9/8 go for 110. They still glow in the dark. Raw averaging $15. But there's more. Finally, some people call this first full appearance of Kyle Rayner in the suit, in the Green Lantern suit, as Green Lantern. First full appearance as Kyle Rayner as Green Lantern full, or in the suit or some shit, whatever they call it. But 9/8 still go for 115. A 9/8 did auction at $68. I don't know why you're auctioning these books. You stop auctioning. Well, auction them.
You know what I like to call first full?
What?
Second appearances.
Yeah, second appearances. Raw averaging $9 if listed as first full. If you don't list it as first full, it's not as much as $9. It's like $3.
Okay. Wouldn't this technically be first cover?
Yes, this would be first cover appearance. Yes,
they didn't do that back then. That's why. That's a modern thing that we've decided. That's an important.
All of a sudden,
cover. First cover. You need that. You need that too.
Yep. All right. So there we go. That's a 51.
So you don't have to open the book.
They sell them in sets too. Speaking of stuff selling as sets, then we go to Jessica Cruz. Good
this
Lord.
This is convoluted, though.
Jessica Cruz, you could actually probably put 6 books up. I mean, Jessica Cruz.
Yeah, because, again, it is truly like that stretched out. You get a couple of panels of, you don't even really see her very clearly. Oh, there now. Right. Why does she look like Vince Neil here? Like, what's going on?
That's fair.
Rocking with the bandana. It is what it is.
Justice League Volume 2, number 31 from 2014, but we'll explain it all. Okay, and by the way, really cool here too, so look for these Batman 66 books. Raw averaging $22. But if you label it...
I think it's a all red, the variant.
Cool.
Madman.
You can only get $22 if you label it at the average of $22 if you label it as new or near mint key first Jessica Cruz. If you don't label as that, it's well less than $22 average. Okay.
So it has to say Jessica Cruz, not JC.
Yeah, Jessica Cruz first.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. If I print it, what
I'm just clarifying. I'm simply clarifying.
I swear to God, they put a sentence. Everyone that sold for $22 on average, a sentence. Okay. All right. 9/8, averaging 125. 125 there for the average. Now let's talk about it. Batman 66 cover, pretty sweet cover. Raw averaging. Huh?
I don't know. It sounds like a wrestler.
All right.
Like
$62.
Like in the middle of the ring. Let's talk about it.
Batman 66. Okay, good. Yeah, the Batman 66 variant, $62 on average. 9/8's going for $150 on average. So look for this thing. Just look for it. It's a cool cover too.
Nice,
yeah, cool cover. Yeah. Okay, next up, and by the way, there's multiple versions of this cover, but we'll just get into it here. Raw averaging $15.
The one with the digital. That's the toughie.
Yeah. Okay. So raw averaging for the regular cover,
polybagged and all that shit.
Okay, hold on. Raw averaging for $15, listed as first cameo of Jessica Cruz. It is Justice League Volume 2, number 30, July 2014. Jessica Cruz is first full cameo appearance. I guess.
This is the one.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
She didn't even get the ring. I think the ring was floating near her.
Yeah.
Look.
This is the one before the book of 31. Yeah. It's tough. She's there. I mean, it's first.
But
yeah. Anyways, oh shoot, what did I do to that? I didn't give you a price for that because I was just like, oh yeah, I did. Raw averaging $15.
Yeah, about $15. You didn't give the like I said. There's not a lot of digital code.
There was also like a second one in a pack too, and I just didn't want
That's the pack. That's the one. It's sealed in a poly bag with the digital code. Some of those DC books that have the digital codes inside, they're not easy to find.
Like, no, and I also didn't do DCUs. There's DCUs for some of these books too, like the
old school stuff. Yeah, the Kyle Rayner was
Kyle Rayner. Kyle Rayner hit him. All right, and finally, Green Lantern Volume 5, number 20. Raw average for $12 is listed as first Jessica Cruz. Here we go. And this is the explanation. Jessica Cruz's name is mentioned, and her right hand appears briefly in a single panel of this book. So good luck with that. But it's worth picking up if you can find it in the dollar bins, just so you know. Right,
this is also, I think it's a square bound too. This is a big boy.
It is oversized.
It is. It's thicker. It's thicker. It's square bound. It's a...
Is it square bound?
Yeah.
Huh. All right.
It's like a double-sized issue. That's it. So they got more pages in there.
Since we had talked about them, we've been covering our retro looks. So I'm going to go over a little retro looks. Fantastic Four number 2, first appearance of the Skrulls. Kyle Skrull also first appearance of Kyle Skrull / Mr. Fantastic. First appearance of Kyle Skrull / The Thing.
Why are you saying Kyle Skrull?
Kyle. Moo.
Oh, Cow Skrull, not our buddy Kyle.
No, Kyle.
Not Kyle Rayner.
Okay. Yeah. No. And then Invisible Woman. Okay. I wanted to give you an example of what the book looked like in a 0.5. 0.5 goes for $700. This is what you're getting for a 0.5. Not bad, I must say, for a 0.5. Surprisingly good. There's no staples there. It's detached. There's a
little chunk missing of the cover on the front.
Yeah, chunk missing of the cover on the front. You got brown pages that are brittle. But hey, they give it a grade. I mean, at least you get some on the front page.
I want
to
sell that book so fast. I don't want that book anywhere near my other books.
Why? It's in a case. It's in plastic.
Yeah, dude. Get out of here.
Fine.
$700 for that though. For that amount of paper. But the next lowest grade that sold was a 3.0.
You don't like the look of that book? You should see my first Red Guardian.
Yeah.
I think
3.0
for mold on it. It's fine.
$2,595. Is there mold on? There might be a little on this. Yeah,
it looks a little moldy to me.
I don't know. All right. Anyway, there you go. 3.0 was the next lowest grade. I sold for $2,595. Okay. And then finally, this is the point that Pete was making earlier. I told him, wait, because we're going to get to it. Batman 610. They did a facsimile of this, which cost more than the average price.
More than it costs to get
more than the average price of buying the original fucking book. Why? I just don't understand why. If you did them all in Chrome, I guess maybe that's something, but why?
No, there's no need to.
There's no need to. Yeah, you could get this book for probably $250 if you really felt
it. Is like wasting paper.
And that is the end of Under the Radar for this week, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thanks for tuning in. If you have any suggestions or books, if you want to add on, like I said, I think BK, he was running his mouth. I called his mom, and now I think he's permanently grounded. So we'll see. He might not have any more
BK tonight. I think hopefully BK's all right.
I told you at the beginning. I think he's going to be grounded today. So don't make us call your mom.
He didn't go out and shovel. That's what the problem was.
That's all I'm going to tell you. She doesn't let him out of the house.
He's got to go out to shovel.
He's got to put the bubble on though.
Somebody's got to shovel the walk.
Anyways, here we go. Yeah, I don't know. Give us suggestions. If you want us to read some books, including retro books, we're more than open to take more opinions for retro books. If you want us to put some independence in there, I'm more than willing to do that. DC, Marvel will do it. If not, we just use facsimiles or stuff that we actually like. So, and it doesn't have to be from the Silver Age or Golden Age. You can do lookbacks all the way into the 90s. We can look at stuff in the 90s too. So whatever your favorite series is, whatever your favorite read was, whatever book you remember picking up as a child, feel free to put in the comments below and we will add it in, or feel free. The best way to get a hold of me is on, what's the thing that I check every once in a while? IG. Just send the suggestions in a little DM on IG. I will leave it there. It's good because then when I'm looking for books, I just go through the IGs and see who's I'm going to pick out there and do. And we'll give you full credit for picking that stuff out.
Yeah, and if you do send Marco suggestions, send him a picture of the book. It helps.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, or at least tell me
what you're talking about.
Or yes, yes, because of volumes and stuff. Or do this one's solid. This here. Okay. I'll give BK one for this. He actually, instead of giving me the volume and stuff, he gave me the artist, the person who wrote the book. So like when he's like, because like when he says who it is, whatever the artist is, then I know what time frame, like I know what volume it is. You know what I mean? Because like you're like, oh well, like if it's Perez, like where Perez wrote. I mean, I know where Perez wrote the stuff, so I just go to that book. So I don't. Gotcha. But yeah, give me some type of identifier of it, because like some of the books that he suggested, like that one book, it was just a hush book. It wasn't. There's no key to that. You know what I mean? So
it is the background of Tommy Elliott, but the origin, if you will, I guess. But
second appearance of Hush.
Second appearance of Hush. Fair enough.
Yeah, it is what it is. Again, it gave backstory.
Again, not a key.
Not a key. All right, so that's what we got.
$4 is what it is. It's $4 if you want to go find it, and I defy you not to find it in a dollar bin somewhere.
I'm gonna find one in a dollar bin next time I go.
Yeah, you're gonna when you guys go to your con.
You can find them in dollar bins. You can find them in dollar bins.
I'm gonna find it.
That's a $4 internet book. That's a dollar.
Exactly. Like that's you don't want to pay shipping for that shit.
Next week I won't be here. I'll be skiing, but I'll get you guys some UDR, and I will. And then hopefully Dub will take us through some of the show. Hopefully, if you're in the Detroit area or you're close, you can show up to that Great Lakes to support our friend Mike DeSantis, who passed away. He's the guy who ran the show for many years. And he just
this is the Great Lakes Con you guys do?
Yeah, and he just passed away. He passed away this week, and the show's less than 2 weeks after that. So,
that's a shame.
if you want to make a trip through the snow, feel free. I didn't set up at the show. I was actually not. He had called me personally. He's like, "Hey, Marco, like for real, you coming or what?" I'm like, "Dude, I'd probably try to squeeze it in, but I'm on vacation, like not in the hills, like I'm not anywhere near it. And he's like, okay. And I was like, but I'll show up, man, for sure. I'll come out for you. So I'm coming back a little bit early. I'll try to help out as much as I can out there. And, I'll show out. So I'll be there. Dub will be there. I just won't be there maybe set up, and I won't be there maybe Friday for a little bit. But try to get out there for a little bit, say hi to everybody, and, show out for him at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, he's got a decent guest list. Kevin Eastman, Vince Locke.
You'll go over it next week. You'll go over it next week. Yeah.
Drop it all next week.
There's some cool exclusives coming out too for it and everything too. So, all right.
This might be a little early, but in 2 weeks thereabouts, I am going to get back on Whatnot. I can't.
There's something coming up. I know what it is.
There's something coming up. I can't announce. It's not my place to announce what it is.
Yeah, it isn't.
I'll be back in 2 weeks. But what I'm thinking in my head to like kind of go with that reason of why I'm going back on Whatnot in 2 weeks, and we'll have some giveaways, and I'm going to give away plenty of shit because I don't care. But I'm also thinking that since you guys, if you haven't tried Whatnot, can get $15 for free just by signing up, I'm thinking of making like some $15 packs. So this way it'll just be like free to you. Like if you haven't done Whatnot before, you can just get some free shit and just pay the shipping for it. And I'll give you $30 to $50 worth of books. I don't know, because I got to clear stock because my wife's going to kill me if I don't make room. I got to make room.
Make room.
So I got to make some room. We'll figure it out. Again, I'm not worried about. I don't know.
There's something coming. He'll let you know. He'll let you know.
Not that huge. I can't.
It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. It's just not his business to talk about. So
exactly.
All right.
Are we gonna do anything else?
No. Do we have anything else? I think I already talked about Super Bowl. Oh, dude. If you're fucking Eagle fans, Pete, there are.
Wait.
I like to be again. Remember, I do like the Eagles because of where I grew up, but I'm still a Jets fan. So yes, Super Bowl happened. They won. I'm excited. I'm happy, but it's still like seeing my brother win a title. It's not like I get the euphoria of an actual win. It's like more I'm happy for a relative.
Got it. I don't know how much late night I have because I'm
yeah. Well, we got 5 to 10 minutes. We can do this.
Yeah, but I thought, wow, what a boring Super Bowl. But also
it was for people who weren't fans of the team that was just.
But
owning
also
the other one.
Did you see what the fuck is wrong with Philadelphia? Like they got people riding on the back of No, like if you say that, but like if there was an emergency, people are dying. Because they're like on the back of they're on the back of the fucking cop cars, stopping the police from getting through. They're riding.
I'm sorry. But to be fair, the cop cars that are there for the shenanigans or the parade shenanigans, they're not the ones responding to emergencies. There's
in that area they are. In that area they are. Yes, they are, Pete. And considering people were up posting posts and like doing all types of shit. Like the mayor's like, don't climb posts. There's people making outposts. But this is the dumbest shit. And these people should just be dead at this point. And like, I don't think anybody should mourn them. Is the idiots that got on the fucking train. Decided to lay on top of the train and take the fucking train. Hey, did you not see the subway? And they were just laying on top of it. Pete.
I didn't see it.
You act like this doesn't happen elsewhere.
No, I know, but no, I'm saying in general, though.
That's what I'm saying. But that's
I think
what
you
I'm
should just
saying. The point of why I get all annoyed by this.
Well, they don't happen out here.
It's Philadelphia. If somehow it becomes a story, it becomes national news.
New Jersey, Philadelphia, I expect.
But meanwhile, in Oakland, fucking Giants and A's fans could be murdering each other. That's not a fucking story.
No, that happens too. No.
Let's talk about how Santa got snowballs thrown at him 60 fucking years ago because it was a drunk guy. It wasn't Santa Claus. It was a drunk asshole dressed up like Santa Claus. He got snowballs thrown at him. Let's keep talking about that. That's my problem.
Pete, you can defend.
No, you're full of shit, bro.
You can. I don't know anything about the Santa, but like before anything even happened, we knew there was gonna be Philly fans up on poles, and they were gonna be like jumping off.
Hey, I mean, most of their moms are strippers, so what do you expect?
We knew they were gonna be.
You're pretending like we didn't see fucking fans in Cleveland throw beer bottles at their fucking team on the field because they fucking lost. Or we didn't see Giants throwing batteries at their players because they fucking lost. Let's not ignore the shit that other teams do.
No, hey, come on.
It's not national.
No, hold on. Slow it down.
I'm not slowing anything down.
Hold on. As somebody who has had the incidents happen at the school, burning couches and such. And it was blown a little bit more out of proportion than people would like to say. You're full of shit. The shit that's happening in Philadelphia is at a level fucking 11, bro. Dude, if other fucking places did that dumb shit, you know what they'd fucking say? If that dumb shit happened in Oakland, you know what the fuck they'd say about it? Shut the fuck up. Those fucking hillbilly fucking idiots drink themselves to fucking stupidity, do the dumbest shit. Literally, they are on stripper poles like their fucking parents, because that's where all those women out there in Philly must fucking be, is running up and down stripper poles, because all those kids, all they do is hang on fucking poles all goddamn long, making out and shit, jumping on the back of cars. They were getting into fucking cop cars. They opened up the back door, left the doors open, just hanging out in the back, because they're used to that in Philadelphia. It is a dump of a town. And if you do not believe that, go ask Bill Burr and his opinion on Philadelphia, and he'll give you one.
Give fucking Bill Burr.
I will.
Don't give me a fucking.
Don't you give me a fuck Bill
guy's
Burr.
opinion.
Don't you give me fuck Bill Burr. Do not. He had it right.
Don't give me a Boston guy's opinion of Philadelphia.
Boston's the next biggest shithole contender. Yeah. Listen, when Boston can fucking roast you for fucking 30 minutes about what type of fucking pool you live in, what type of cesspool you are, what type of cesspool your people are, then yeah, man, you got it bad. Because fucking Boston people will piss on each other while drinking beers at the bar. Like, literally just piss on each other.
He's a comedian. That's his fucking job. He's telling a joke. He's telling a story. He's exaggerating shit. This ain't a fucking news story.
Oh, man, what's going on? I haven't seen you. Dude, I was thinking about you the other day. I know.
You know, as much as whatever it is about Philadelphia, whatever they got going on, whatever they're doing with the polls and the trains and all that, at least it's not Kansas City.
It's a national bias is what it is. That's all.
It's not a no, Pete, I was in the riots at Michigan State. That shit, I had seen it all. I almost got arrested 3 times there. Like, had a fucking scooch and booch, right? No shot. Was and the aftermath. No shot. Didn't look anything like Philly. Not at all. I was there during the Pistons time. We've won championships here before. Perfectly fine. New England, I hate them.
Sorry, all of the Lions championships?
No, the Pistons we won. The hockey we won all the time. Pistons we won all the time.
I'm sorry. All the Lions titles. I get it. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying Lions. I'm just saying we have won sports titles too. We've never had that problem. What state?
Don't give me the fucking Red Wings. Nobody gives a shit about hockey. Hockey fans are the most fucking.
We were the bad boys. We were the bad boys. What? No, dude. They are fucking not. Especially out here, dude. You can't do it anymore. They literally got rid of Joe Louis. It wasn't because they needed a new stadium. They got rid of Joe Louis because the shenanigan bullshit that was going on the walk there and backwards.
All right. You brought that up. You brought up the bad boy. Okay, the malice in the palace. I don't remember a time when Philly fans attacking fucking players of the other team in the middle of the stadium.
Hold on. Here's the difference. That was 4 fucking people who people to this day still shun and say
that's what I'm saying.
It's the whole fucking town. There's people laying upside down on the fucking subway, on the train on the top of that, throwing shit out, and people going, yay! They can't, dude. ESPN, by the way, it's how fucking hard is it to spell fucking Eagles? EAGELS. How fucking hard? Dude, ESPN spent 30 minutes just trying to find somebody who's wearing the fucking. All they had to do is look down. They can spell the shit. They can't spell it. They can't fucking spell it.
Well, I wasn't watching that.
They can't spell it, Pete.
I don't know what Eagles fans you're talking about. But you know how many fucking times.
There's no fucking way.
No. Wait. How many times I've heard that fucking chant outside of football season with the EAGLES Eagles? Yeah. I fucking heard it. You don't know how many times when we went to Disney last fucking November, and this was November when the Eagles fucking tanked the season. We were in fucking Disney. How many times my son got a random ass Go Birds from strangers because he was wearing an Eagles hat in fucking Orlando, fucking Florida. Every park we went to, a stranger said something to him. I don't know of anybody else who does that. So as much as you want to talk about a handful of idiots that the media likes to point out and say, hey,
no, that's not true. Every fan base does that. I've been in Chicago walking a mile and a half to get to a Michigan State bar, and every stranger that walk by, go green, go white, Sparty on. That's all they do. They don't even say hi or whatever. Go green, go white, Sparty on. It happens all the time. Every fan base does that.
So you're telling me you got to go green, go white?
No, they say go green, you say go white, and then you both say Sparty on.
Just randomly?
Just randomly walking down there. Because you're wearing state stuff.
In Chicago,
they'll be going the other fucking way. Yeah. Fucking Lincoln Park, Wicker, the whole fucking nine. Yeah, absolutely. Not just there, by the way. Not just there.
Hold on. How close is Michigan to Chicago?
4.5 hours? Oh, I mean, where we live.
How fucking close is Orlando, Florida to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania?
You think nobody from Philly can afford a fucking ticket down to fucking Disney World? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm just asking why. Like that just should be somebody else's country, is not. That's a whole nother playoff team. You're in Tampa Bay Buccaneers territory. If not,
we're not wearing Tampa shit, Pete. Pete, do you think that fucking no fan has ever said "Go Lions" before when you're wearing Lion gear and they're in the playoffs?
No, not talking about they're in the playoffs.
But they're okay. I don't understand what you're telling me. You don't think other sports people, you think the fucking shitty ass Cowboy fans don't say whatever the fuck they're saying is to each other?
You misunderstand what I said.
Here we go.
I said this was in November during the midst of one of the biggest collapses that, remember, I don't know if a lot of people remember the Sirianni. People were calling for his job because they fucking tanked and shat the bed the last part of the season, apart from the playoffs. They still made the playoffs and fucking fell apart in the playoffs as well. In the end of November, they were playing like shit. There's no one to be excited about. It was like people were excited for a long playoff run. They wanted the coach's head at the time. And I'm saying that at every park that we went to every day in a state,
yes,
hundreds of miles away from where I live.
This is not weird for sports. This is not what you're saying. Is not weird for sports.
I've never heard of.
We had a coach who sexually harassed the sexual harassment teacher, and people would still say "Go green, go white."
Fuck green, go green. We're not talking about go green, go white.
Well, you said no team's ever done it before.
Detroit Lions team.
Well, I will say one thing, Pete. When you talk about people going to Disney World or Disneyland or any theme park, you're going to see jerseys from everywhere. And you run into somebody else wearing a jersey of your team, you're going to say something to them.
Yeah, they say.
Like, it doesn't matter. I've gone to Universal a handful of times, and every single time you see a jersey, you say something to them.
Had it happen in Vegas. Had it happen in Vegas all the time.
Where the hat happens all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
And then also Nick Sirianni, the only reason he won this year because he stopped wearing the stupid visor. He wears a hat now. That's why he looks
so different. You're right.
Yeah, he wears a hat. It's the visor. He looks like an idiot with the visor on, so he deserves to lose.
Pete thinks that fucking his Eagle fans are the only people ever to not be in the state where they live and say, go to that team.
You just don't understand.
Yeah, because it happens fucking everywhere, Pete.
No, it doesn't.
What type of snowflake asses the Philly fans? They think they're getting kicked out all the time. Okay. And that nobody ever...
No, wait. First off, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
What is your Detroit Lions chant?
Forward down the field, I guess. I don't
know. What is the chant?
Well, when people see each other, they just say "Go Line," or they
go line.
Yeah, they say
okay.
They say "Go Line."
That's it. Just go line.
Yeah. So like if they see you, so like if I'm in Florida, wearing a Lion stuff, somebody will say "Go."
Let's talk about Florida. Have you ever been to a Detroit Red Wings game?
Yes.
And heard whatever your fucking Lions chant is break out in the parking lot after the game?
No, actually, at the Red Wings games, people would start chanting Jared Goff.
Yeah, they chant for the.
And at Pistons games, and at concerts, and anywhere else local.
Or they'll go Megatron.
Yeah.
Megatron.
Jared Goff everywhere. I have videos.
Jared Goff. Yeah, that's what they do. Places. That's what they do, Pete.
So they cheer for individual players.
Sometimes, no, just Jared Goff.
Yeah.
It's just
no, not just Jared Goff. They did Megatron a lot too. Megatron got a lot of cheers.
I mean, just recently it's been Jared Goff.
Well, Megatron was one of the best in the league. I can understand fans of the care. I'm not.
There was that one year they started cheering on 16 at every sporting event too. It was kind of rough.
They did.
That was kind of rough.
My only
our own fans would be cheering on 16.
Being cheered for. It's the team.
Well, cheering Jared Goff is cheering for the team because it's just letting.
It's not. It's not the same thing.
I think it's just an acknowledgement of the Lions. It's the same thing, bud.
No.
It only works because it's 3 syllables. That's why we don't say Go Lion. They just say Jared Goff.
Yeah.
It's easily chantable.
Yeah, but that still is only good for a handful of years while that player's with the team.
Yeah, but then they do Megatron. I just told you. They just switch it up.
When's the last time you heard that, though? Megatron hasn't played for the fucking Lions in over a decade. So you're telling me about cheers you heard.
So then after that, okay, hold on. Do you want to know what they used to do before that? You want to know what they used to do before that? Let's go Stafford. That's what they used to do. So they've always done this. This is something that the Lions fans always do. And then they did 0-16 before that.
But
so like, I mean, what do you want?
Therein lies, but that's what I'm saying. Therein lies the difference in my mind. Is you keep telling me of all the players that the fans are cheering for, the individual players that they're cheering for.
No, they just make a reference to the team.
Years, their high draft picks, their high hopes, whoever they're. What I'm saying is, it's not the names that they're cheering for in Philadelphia. It's the team. It doesn't matter who's fucking playing for the team.
I don't think you understand.
Jalen Hurts, Carson Wentz, Nick Folk, they're cheering for.
I don't think you understand. When they're saying 0-16, they're saying, hey, we're united because our team went 0-16. They're not. No, it's not. How about this? Just explain to them, look down before you start saying Eagles on national television. You can learn how to spell it by looking down. Just look down and do it backwards. That's an embarrassment. The guy, they went to the one girl, the one guy, the next guy. It's on their shirts. They can look next to them. The person next to them got the word Eagles there. How the fuck are you going to spell? And then they go, hey, you want to try spelling that again? They fuck it up twice in a row.
Everywhere.
Yeah, the Steelers too. Fucking annoying. Yeah, the Eagles. Yeah, them trying to spell their own fucking team. So, hey, wait. So when they spell the name wrong, is that still chanting for the Eagles because they fucked up the name? So they could be cheering for somebody else. A misspelled.
I don't know who you're talking about spelling the name wrong.
Eagle fans are notoriously known
that. I haven't heard that.
You did you not watch the game?
What do you mean, did I not watch the game? Yes, I watched the game.
Did you watch the pregame coming in? Did you watch 2 minutes when they did the playback? They showed it 3 times, by the way.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Zaddy saw it. Joe saw it. Everybody saw it. Pete just doesn't see it. It's those rose glasses, Pete.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Googly-eyed glasses. Yeah, okay. That exactly. Eagle fans
you're
don't
not
know what
helping me explain what the fuck you're talking about. You can just keep saying, you didn't see something. I can't believe you didn't see it. Guess
You've
what?
never seen the montages of Eagle fans. Any place you go, misspelling Eagles. That's where they do that E-A-G, blah, blah, E-A-G-L-E-S.
I don't live in fucking Detroit. So no, they don't spotlight Eagles fans spelling things wrong in fucking Philadelphia.
It was on national television on the Super Bowl coverage.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my God. That's what Pete's trying to say. Yes, it still makes sense.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Go, everybody turn into Bill Burr.
Saying it over and over again. You didn't see this? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you told us you did. You told us you watched the entire coverage. You watched from start.
I watched the game. I don't know what fucking pre-show you're talking about.
I don't tell you, Pete. I don't tell you.
I thought, I'm sorry.
Can you help
Pre-game, I thought you were waiting in line for fucking wings at Wingstop at 6 o'clock.
That's what I'm telling you. During the game, they put I
think it was the mayor or somebody in Philly. It might have been the mayor of Philly or maybe a neighboring town that spelled it incorrectly on
She
TV.
did also.
I believe that's who.
There's also the pregame show.
Yeah, I've seen fans do it. I've seen the fans do it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, good luck with that. It's okay. But if you want to know why people laugh at Eagles fans, it's not because there's some bias. It's because of that.
They can laugh all they want. Who's got the fucking trophy?
Yeah, sure. That doesn't.
Yep. I'm sorry. Jaden Daniels didn't come into their house and make him look like a fucking bitch.
No, nobody's debating that.
Yep.
But doesn't make your fan base any better. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm just saying. Who's got the trophy?
Dumb, can we fish it up? Yeah, I mean, you got good. Congratulations, trophy.
Yeah. You got the dollar bin digging tomorrow, Pete?
Yes, I do.
Dollar bin digging will be dropping tomorrow, as well as I believe the boys are doing a wrestling show. I haven't heard that they're
I
not doing it.
They are. They probably are. He's just talking about Democrat.
Yeah, I think
shout out Bill Burr and Philly Rant.
They on Absolute Geek channel. They will be talking about what's happening this week in wrestling. There's a lot of news. Oh yeah, I did hear about
I don't got this week's thumbnail, but this was last week's thumbnail. So
Absolute Geek. And then Friday night, 9 p.m. Check out the CBSI Hot 10 show. And immediately following that, you can check out the Qualified right here on the channel.
The best Hot 10 show.
I'm sorry?
The best.
The best Hot 10 show. The CBSI Hot 10 show here on Rennavision. And then Saturday evening, SNS is back with the boys. And Sunday night, Star Wars is back. Super Bowl's over.
They took a week off for the Super Bowl.
We did.
Yeah. Tales from the Dark Side, 9 o'clock on Sunday night. So check it out. Dom's back from his adventures. The Super Bowl's over. And
make sure you follow Dom on IG, because I'm betting there's gonna be a lot of conversations about those pictures.
Yeah, a lot of pictures in front of signs and posters of the place he was at.
Tables, like, have you never seen a casino table before?
We know what's this
table sign.
Shout out if you see Dom. Shout out to him doing it. But what was the laying out on the deck and saying you lost $200?
I don't know.
How's that content? I don't know,
but it is somehow.
Dom's a funny dude.
He's something
and
else.
I'm sure he'll talk about some of it on Friday, but he'll definitely be back on Sunday for the Star Wars show. And then Monday, check out the Wednesday watch list with Pete. He tells you all the hot books, all the cold books, all the books that he really likes, all the books that he really doesn't like, and what's coming out this Wednesday. Well, it's supposed to be coming out Wednesday, as long as the book.
2 more weeks. 2 more weeks. I think everything's good. Organized,
normalized,
and then we'll do it all again with all the shows. So
thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. You guys are awesome.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Uncle Roman.
Uh-oh.
I'll have to think about that.
Dang.
That's not a rival. That's not a rival party. That's just a victory for MSU.
Run the thing.
Thanks for hanging out.
Later, everyone.
Later.
Uncle Roman, see you next week.
Yep, see you. Hopefully I see him.